Jesus Christ. Why is the live chat so dead? Why is everybody so quiet today, man? What's going on? Hello, is anybody here? I know some of y'all had your notifications turned on yesterday. I mean, I assume you would know that I was going to be live with my Dark watch along. Anyways, guys, I'm IWN. We are live for AEW Dark episode 165. If you guys are new to the channel, you already know what to do. Hit that subscribe button, hit that thumbs up. Let's get some likes on the stream. Let's get some more people in the live chats. Let's get this live chat going so we can get the stream going. Follow me on Instagram. You can follow me on Facebook. You can add me on Snapchat. All the links to my accounts are in the description below. And most importantly, I'm glad to see each and every single one of you here for AEW Dark episode 165. I don't know about you guys, but I'm ready to watch it because I know there were probably some good matches booked on this show. For the first time ever, Jamie Hayter is going to be appearing. Jamie Hayter appeared on Dark last night, I was told. One of my favorites. One of my main favorite female talents on that roster. All right, guys. And ignore the fucking commentators because I'm going to be the one commentating for you guys. Not Escalibar, not Taz, not Paul White, not that new commentator, and certainly not Matt Menard. All right. We're going to push the X button for AEW Dark episode 165 in 3, 2, 1. Oh, and by the way, after the Dark watch along, we got a lot of WWE and AEW Wednesday afternoon news to go over. That includes news on Cora Jade, Dakota Kai, Mia Yim, and so much more. So, make sure everybody is here for that. That's all I got to say to that. So, I'm going to push the X button in 3, 2, 1.
Joined by the human suplex machine, Taz, and the third member of our broadcast team, Dr. Gonzalez.
The opening contest is set for one fall with a 20-minute time with the entry first from Hearn, Texas, weighing 273 pounds, the Murder Hawk Monster, Lance Archer!
Oh, right over Dasha. Be careful. When Archer's in the house, Murder Hawk Monster. That's a whole lot of bad attitude right there. Dangerous man. Certainly is.
And his opponent from Washington, D.C., Odin!
As you can tell, he's from Washington, D.C. because he has the stars and stripes on his gear. Proud American, that young man. I like that about him. Now he'll turn it back to the Murder, especially after the bell rings. What are you doing, Alec Odin? Got him hung up in the red, white, and blue and stars and stripes. Now he's seeing stars, Taz. There you go. You took my line. I had that written down. No, I read it off your notepad. Working on that all day. Watch out. I'll better hang on here.
AEW Dark giving Archer yet another squash match.
A mid uppercut there from Odin. A second one. Alec Odin.
They are not doing a good job with using Lance Archer on television. They really not.
Lands a big haymaker on Archer. Archer comes through. Decks him with the lariat.
I'm going to be honest with you guys. Some of their online AEW Dark and Elevation streaming episodes on AEW's YouTube channel have been complete garbage. As of late. There's barely been anything on the show that interests me, man.
The power and strength and intensity of Lance Archer. Archer grinding the face of Odin into that top rope, and now he's got Odin placed over the top, and Archer just a clubbing shot across the shoulder blades.
Oh, and I want to remind everybody here that subscribe to the channel that my AEW Dynamite Watch Along will be live tonight, as well as the AEW Dynamite Review. So make sure you're tuning in for those.
Now he's got a big red handprint to go with them. not kidding, like the old Andre shirt. The fans here in
I've already somewhat started on the AEW Dynamite thumbnail and background for both my watch and reviews.
Good job. Chris Archer with shots. Lance Archer, a little staggered there. Another reversal. Oh, went hard. Alex Odin's a big, strong.
Thank God I didn't wake up late.
Tossed him around like it was a flyweight there. Yeah, Archer.
Thank God I didn't wake up late, because if I did, I would have been seriously angry.
And that's the he's talking to you. What? Hey. Now Alex Odin struggling to get up to his feet. Archer.
With new tools to hone your mix and guided templates to get you started, Persona Studio 1.6 is the production platform you've been searching for.
Lance Archer trying to get the crowd up, trying to trick the crowd, more like. He's trying to fucking trick the crowd, man. Lance Archer acting like a babyface in the ring.
Back elbows. Rough the job, Archer. Big. Whoa, Archer. Oh no. Yes. Oh, he got spiked. Archer. Bringing Alex Odin back up to his feet.
Uh-oh. I think I know what Lance Archer's going for.
I think is zoning in and screaming at everyone here.
Uh-oh.
Oh, Alex Odin reversed. Lance Archer spent a little too much.
What a suplex from Alan Odin.
Top rope, shake the top rope. Now he's going to do a 450. I love it. Oh, wait.
A guy that size can do a 450, man.
Gotta hurry up. Oh, it's going to end like it started.
Lance Archer got right back up on his feet.
Elbows trying to fight off Lance Archer. Good thing I think Archer was thinking about maybe a German suplex off there, but
oh, what a running knee to the right underneath the chin on the top rope from Lance Archer. The blackout.
Lance Archer.
Blackout. Yep, there goes the blackout.
Deep cover. Emma wins.
Winner of this match, Lance Archer.
Another impressive pilot.
So Lance Archer versus Alex Odin kicked off AEW Dark last night, folks.
Blackout. I mean, just so dangerous, and I don't know how anybody could survive that. Well, we'll take another look at that blackout and speak more.
I like that theme song, man. I said it on my Elevation watch along. Here I am saying it again. Everybody die.
No question about it.
Something about that theme song gets the fans over every time, man.
Right here from the DC Entertainment Sports Complex in our nation's capital. Watch the DC Taz. The Nationals play. The Nets. I hate them.
I'm so proud of my heritage because it's within me. It's my roots. My parents moved from Puerto Rico when they got married at a young age. Although I was born in the United States, I was born in Florida, my parents strictly wanted us to just speak Spanish.
Look at Dasha's smile,
I
man.
get to practice and show everyone my heritage every
She's
single
always
weekend
smiling.
on Spanish commentary.
Smiling like Raquel Rodriguez. That's what she's smiling like. Uh-oh, we get to see Jamie Hayter for the first time on Dark.
Before the Professor, Serena, Deeb, and Jamie Hayter in action.
And she's brought her husband with her. Penelope has.
The following contest is a trios match set for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Introducing first, accompanied by Sabian, Penelope.
I like that theme song right there.
And her tag team partner from Austin, Virginia, Serena, Deeb. And from Southampton, England,
There she is.
Emi Sakura.
What a reaction for Jamie Hayter here in Washington, D.C. But Taz, what a trio. They complement each other so well. Hayter, Deeb, Ford. Absolutely. Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing these three ladies.
We got Hayter, Penelope, and
Listen to that.
And Serena Deeb in the ring.
Woman that was seconds away from being crowned AEW Interim Women's World
We got Serena Deeb, Penelope, and Jamie Hayter in the ring.
Team of Jordan Blade, Trish Adora, and Brittany Blade.
Of course, seconds away, Taz, were it not for the intervention of her quote-unquote friend, Dr. Britt Baker, DMD. Absolutely. Well, I'll tell you.
What did they say? Excuse me? What did they say?
The team of Jordan Blade, Trish Adora, and Brittany Blade.
Jordan Blade, Trish Adora, and
Of course, seconds away, Taz, were it not
Brittany
for the intervention of her
Blade.
quote-unquote friend, Dr. Britt Baker, DMD. Absolutely.
Does those names ring a bell? I know Trish Adora rings a bell. Trish Adora got recently defeated on Elevation last night. She's being used again. Only this time on Dark.
Nearby, Oakton, Virginia. Deep chants here. Deep, deep, deep.
The crowd is chanting Deeb, Deeb, Deeb. Of course they're gonna chant. Of course the crowd's gonna chant Deeb, Deeb, Deeb. Why would they?
Serena, overhand chops.
She's one of the best professional wrestlers in this industry.
Oh, Serena.
I mean, do you blame the fans for cheering for Deeb? I don't.
He has that mean streak, Excalibur, and you see Blake fakes first into the buckle. I don't think Serena.
Man, Serena Deeb is taking it to Jordan Blade like crazy, man.
Something here she cannot match.
Oh, wow.
Professor, strike for strike. Deeb takes Blake off of her feet. Yeah, strong line right there, and Deeb talked a lot of smack. Right now, she knows she's got this.
Come on, tag Jamie Hayter in.
Strength, I should say.
Tag Jamie Hayter in, man.
Yeah, Brittany Blake makes the tag out to Jordan Blade. Jordan Blade not intimidated by the professor.
I've never seen Jordan Blade in the ring before.
So Deeb, she's contemplating to get one of the other ladies in this contest. We shall see.
Yeah, tag Jamie Hayter in.
No, they're saying we hate her. Who? Deeb. Who do they hate? Her? Oh, Deeb. Machano's in first.
Oh, come on. I wanted to see Serena Deeb tag Jamie Hayter in, man. Give me a break with these ads.
Tag made. And now Jamie Hayter enters the match in the big shoulder tackle.
There's Jamie Hayter. There she goes. Got a big shoulder tackle. Oh, another big shoulder tackle.
That one didn't miss. Jamie Hayter making it look easy. And now
a suplex. Snap suplex from Jamie Hayter. And she clears the baby faces out the ring.
There in the corner by Jamie Hayter. Tag made out to Penelope Ford. Penelope, she can definitely.
We got all kinds of juices in the ring, man.
Great flexibility. We've seen her do so many times in her matches. These handspring elbows she does, and using that flexibility to her advantage to inflict the maximum amount of pain on her opponent.
What is that on her left shoulder? Is that an injury? That looks like an injury on her left shoulder.
The scoop.
Legitimately.
And look, Penelope.
It really does.
Gets on Jordan Blade's back now, just gouging at the eyes of referee Mike.
Wow.
He didn't see any of it.
I can't believe the referee didn't see that. Do your freaking job, referee. Seriously.
Whoa. Swinging a miss by Trish Adora. And now Penelope, a little bit of a misdirect there. Trish Adora sent into the corner. The uppercut lands, and now Penelope Ford. There it is. The aforementioned back handspring elbow.
Trish Adora should have blocked that.
Penelope, look, just biting the side of the head of. Oh, watch out, watch out, watch out. Oh, and then the high boot. Well placed. The tag made. Jamie Hayter with the back elbow. Now the professor, Serena Deeb. Oh, wait, Trish Adora underneath the bottom rope.
Uh-oh, look what Serena Deeb's getting ready to do.
Neck, the jaw reaching. It's coming here. Serena Deeb just catapults Trish Adora into that bottom rope.
Serena Deeb, Jamie Hayter, and Penelope are acting like baby faces on AEW Dark this week. They're acting like baby faces, man.
And now Serenity lock in Trish Adora's future. Deeb turns the corner. She has the arm captured, and now, oh, Brittany Blake, that kick to the back of the head to break it up.
Blake had to do that. It was smart by that young lady. Oh, she's going to pay for it, though.
Oh my goodness. Man, oh, man.
Damn, Jamie Hayter.
Oh, bypass Penelope forward the high boot into the face of Jordan Blade. Trish Adora was grappling for that. Deeb now rolls up. Adora rolls her through. And wait a second. Serena Deeb, she's
Trish Adora trying to escape Serena Deeb for her technician.
Can't decide how she's
Trying to escape from Serena Deeb's finisher. That's what she tried to do. Trish Adora taps out.
Great job on that hold.
The winners of this match by submission, the team of Penelope Ford, Jamie Hayter, and Serena Deeb.
Well, Deeb was trying to navigate that hole, but once she got it on that Serenity lock, man, it was all over Excalibur. Wow, well done.
Yeah, Trish Adora is trying to fight it off, but Serena Deeb, the professor of professional wrestling, she can snap it out from anywhere. And once she does, the night is over.
It's really nice to have heels because they're here for me. They're like family because I can talk to them.
We got Marina Shafir versus. We got the terrible Marina Shafir versus the awesome Hikaru Shida.
The following contest is set for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Introducing first, accompanied by the native beast Nyla Rose and Vicky Guerrero. From Moldova, the problem, Marina Shafir.
Has the sad violin music reminiscent of when the Mets gave up a 2-run homer in the first inning this past Friday night wild card.
Oh Lord, what is Escalibar talking about now? He's always talking about something, making people laugh, man. He always got to make somebody laugh all the time.
Yeah, it should be a very interesting contrast of styles.
Yep, it sure will be.
Her opponent from Kanagawa, Japan, Hikaru Shida.
Hikaru Shida was on Elevation yesterday. We were live with the Elevation Watch Along. In fact, she was on Elevation Monday night as well. Because I was live with my Elevation Watch Along this Tuesday afternoon.
Wow, I like it. It's not a Rose. She's not sweating Shida. She feels like her girl, Marina's going to do what she's got to do against Shida, but that's tough. This is going to be a heck of a matchup here.
Yeah, Marina Shafir, of course, that combat sports background, which she uses so well, but Hikaru Shida, she has, perhaps with pound for pound, one of the most dangerous knees in all of professional wrestling.
Yeah, absolutely. Completely agree with that for sure. Shida, an excellent striker, tremendous grappler. Judo background, maybe not as extensive.
There, look at how Shida and Marina Shafir go.
As far as being a judoka.
But we all know Marina Shafir is going to do the same thing she does in the ring every week.
Back towards center. So it seems strength about equal between Shafir and Shida.
Nice overhook right there by Marina.
Jamie Hayter was great. She did great in her match. In her match with Serena Deeb and Penelope against all three of those local enhancement talents that they went against.
Remember, not only is
Marina Shafir and Hikaru Shida face to face. Oh, Marina Shafir just pat Hikaru Shida on top of her head as if she's a puppy, as if she's a dog or a cat. What the fuck?
Went into the ropes reverse, and look at that. Hikaru Shida, I think Shafir was anticipating a drop kick.
I think you're right. And
yeah, she was.
Quickness and suddenness right there. Oh, Shida.
She was.
Now Hikaru Shida bringing Marina Shafir over the apron, getting in the face of
Ooh,
a knee lift.
what a high knee to Marina Shafir's face. We got, we got Nyla Rose at ringside. She's got a kendo stick in her hand. She's got Hikaru Shida's weapon.
Look at this, Marina Shafir.
Marina Shafir trying to choke Hikaru Shida out.
Someone's calf muscle across the bottom of your throat.
Showing her technician moves of her own, man.
For sure. Stop that blood flow to your brain. kick you out.
And again, Marina Shafir.
There it is, those judo throws we be seeing every week.
Blocking the outer leg.
Coming from Marina Shafir.
Even though when you're wearing a gi, it's a lot easier to do that, but you can modify it like Shafir did that.
But Shafir, I mean, she's ducking down. She's getting into the face of Hikaru Shida. Maybe ill-advised, and we know how resilient Hikaru Shida can be.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Those hip attacks.
Look at him, man.
Oh, nice inside.
What kind of takedown is that? What the?
It's a Uchigari. I think a lot of judo stuff here.
A German suplex.
What a huge German suplex from Marina Shafir. Marina Shafir is finally doing something.
And now Marina
Instead of nothing, at least.
with the advantage, you can see on the face of Hikaru Shida, she is dazed.
Yeah, you know, who knows what's me? A German suplex.
No, she looks more like mad. She looks more like angry.
Start, feel some butterflies floating
More
around.
like furious.
Especially if it's you're trying to get as low as you possibly can.
No. I'm commentating, not you. Not you, Taz. Not you, Escalibur. I'm commentating.
It helps too. Shafir has a high defense.
Uh-oh.
Shida.
Marina Shafir got her up, but Hikaru Shida got out of it. She got away with it.
Shida into the shoulder tackle.
I'm commentating, not Escalibur and Taz. Stop listening to Escalibur and Taz, guys. Listen to me, man. I'm the one commentating. Listen to me.
Make her looking good.
The first time I reached out to the Trevor Project, I was 14 years old. It was
Oh, what a shot. She's a heavy hitter. She is.
But so is
Ooh, what
Marina
a
Shafir.
punch
Just dropped
to
her.
Hikaru Shida. Got Hikaru Shida punching back at Marina Shafir. So basically, they're going back and forth with
I would
punches.
say maybe kick.
I don't see any forearms or any high knee strikes or anything of that caliber.
Shida again has just a plethora of heart.
Oh,
Maybe Shida was trying to bait in Marina Shafir.
Hikaru Shida blocked that punch from Marina Shafir.
The shoulder tackle finally takes
Shoulder
place.
tackle. Hikaru Shida's building up momentum. She's red hot. She's on fire.
Yeah, that momentum might be.
This is where Hikaru Shida is great.
AEW Women's World Champ.
This is what she's good at. Good at doing.
Raining down. It was almost,
Hikaru Shida doing this to her opponent in the corner,
Head,
in the ring.
10 consecutive shots.
now watch.
And
What the? What is she doing? Trying to kick her off the top rope?
Hikaru Shida trying to gain her footing on the top.
Hikaru Shida's getting ready to dive on the top rope.
And she does.
I thought she was going to do the high knee,
Turn
the Meteora, something Sasha Banks does on the top rope, but she didn't.
Marina Shafir
She just did a
withstand.
drop
Yeah,
kick
but she's
off the top
strong.
rope
She's
instead.
pressing with these covers, forcing Serena to kick out, exert more energy.
And that's where the experience advantage of Hikaru
Yeah.
Shida comes into play.
Absolutely, I agree.
Oh, Hikaru Shida looks like she's getting ready to do her finisher. Oh, Marina Shafir hit Hikaru Shida with a super kick.
On the ropes, Marina Shafir just a thrust kick.
You know what? I think I'm better off me giving you guys your WWE and AEW Wednesday afternoon news than commentating. Nah, fuck that. That commentating shit ain't for me.
By Marina Shafir. Oh, Hikaru Shida just moved to the midsection. And now
Unless you guys really think I'm good at it.
Perhaps.
Fine by me, man.
But again, the strength advantage to
I'm just trying to keep these streams entertained, fun, and not boring, you know. I don't want nobody sitting here bored as fuck, you know what I mean? I want to be talking on here. I don't want to sit here and be quiet and don't have no people, nobody watching, you know what I'm saying?
Back up to her feet, Marina.
Uh-oh, Marina Shafir got Hikaru Shida in a submission. Hikaru Shida trying to fight back from it. She's trying to get up.
Shida is blocking the choke. That's smart.
Yeah, that is a smart move by Shida. Blocking the rear choke, man. Got Vicky Guerrero and Nyla Rose at ringside watching. My question is, are Nyla Rose and Marina Shafir baby faces or are they heels? Because now they just started a rivalry feud with Jade Cargill. I guess there's nobody else on the roster for Jade Cargill to feud with. So they decided to have Nyla Rose and Marina Shafir feud with Jade Cargill.
Marina Shafir trying to rise up to her feet, as is Hikaru Shida.
They're both getting back up on their feet.
Trying to motivate it too. Trying to motivate.
Oh, here comes Hikaru Shida.
Swinging a miss by Shida. And now Marina Shafir. Oh, the boot missed.
The boot missed. Hikaru Shida blocked it.
Yeah, Shafir had her leg stuck through the ropes. Hikaru Shida lands a solid shot. Oh, Falcon arrow.
The shock of Falcon arrow.
Deal too. And no.
And Marina Shafir kicks out again.
Good job by Marina to kick out.
Rashida's getting ready to do her finisher.
Karshida looking to unsheath the katana.
The katana spinning knee kick. The katana spinning knee strike.
Winner of this match, Hikaru Shida.
We talked about the dangerous knees.
Another win for Hikaru Shida.
What about the high wrestling?
Only this time on Dark.
Shida identified Marina Shafir's hand near the ropes, Taz, when she landed the katana. Watch the pinfall.
No, you're right. And that the knee strike, that knee, the talk and the spinning. You're right. Pulling the hand away to your point. Up Marina, able to capture win. Great match by both these ladies.
Great match, but a great
Yeah, this was a good match. Better than all the other matches that I saw not too long ago.
Here tonight on AEW Dark.
I will say that. It's better than Lance Archer versus Alex Onin.
Representing the embassy with Prince Nana in his corner in action next.
The match was better than Jamie Hayter, Serena Deeb, Penelope Ford versus all three of those female local enhancement talents. We got Brian Cage coming out. Up next is Brian Cage versus Papadon. We've seen Papadon go up against Lance Archer on Elevation this week. Now he's going up against Brian Cage. And then we got Athena versus Gia Scott. QT Marshall versus Action Andretti. Now, Action Anderson. And then we have Ring of Honor 6-man tag team champions, Dalton Castles. He is great. I like Dalton Castles. He is good at what he does in this ring, and his gimmick is fantastic.
We're in the money. We heard about that, right? And he's right. You're in the money with a guy like Brian Cage.
We got him and the boys versus Joe Keys, BK, Kline, and Joe Fuller. Now, that might have been a non-title match. I don't know. And then we have Kip Sabian versus Brandon Cutler. And Toni Storm versus that terrible, cringy Emi Sakura. And Matt Sydal and Dante Martin. Go. Versus Kyle Karter and Aaron Solo. I wonder who did Dante Martin's theme song. Wonder if that was Little John's voice in that song. Little John from back in the day. He used to be one of the Attitude Era hip-hop rappers.
By Cage. Papadon comes through the T. Harris and Cage. Oh, spills the outside.
I think Dante Martin will tell you a thing too about Little John. I'm pretty sure he knows. Pretty sure he has pics of him and Little John coming up with his theme song.
Papadon a little overzealous and Cage made a pay.
Cage, I mean,
Papadon's got to stay on Brian. He can't allow Brian. He can't allow Brian Cage to get breathing room. He has to stay on Brian.
Is always phenomenal. Stuff for that right there. That wasn't good, but you know, you got
that boot wasn't enough. Now Brian has Papadon in his possession.
Leaping off the ropes, Brian Cage, the rib breaker, and Cage.
He's having a hard time picking up Papadon because Papadon's moving. The Death Valley Driver. Well, that looks like that's it. Oh, Papadon kicks out at 2. No, I'm commentating, not you guys.
Listen, I mean, let's take a look at this here. You see how
we got Brian Cage stepping on Papadon, trying to injure his neck and his throat. He's pushing something in his throat.
But Papadon, very experienced. He's been around a while.
That looks like a nasty move, man.
Maybe not with an athlete the likes of Brian Cage.
Yeah, there's only one Brian Cage, so you know you're not going to your point.
That's an absolute nasty, disgusting move.
He's not a guy. He's a machine. This man's a veteran.
Whoa, what a high knee strike from Brian Cage. Well, Wardlow can do it too.
Fall backwards like that. I mean, you're stunned.
Yeah, absolutely.
Brian Cage with a clothesline.
Now Cage, the body slam.
Body drop.
And cover.
And a knee drop too. 1, 2, and kick out.
Have Papadon with that warning track power, but Brian Cage, I mean,
Brian Cage showing off, flexing his muscles.
Well, you can tell just by the facial expressions of Brian Cage. He's not sweating this guy, even though the man is kicking.
Another big boot to Papadon.
Showing toughness.
By Brian Cage.
Now, Brian Cage.
Brian Cage is Irish whipping Papadon to the corner. We got that discus clothesline. He blocked that one. Papadon's giving him those knee strikes. Something CM Punk does in the ring. Something CM Punk did to Dean Ambrose.
Now the gas
in his
prices
AEW
are
World
so high,
Championship
Domino's
match.
is giving you 20% off all menu prices when you order online for a limited time.
Oh my God.
So hurry and take advantage.
I wish they would stop with these ads, man. Let me watch Dark, man. Jeez. Let me watch Dark and stop putting these ads on my screen, man.
With a free 2-year warranty and free.
Gosh, this is so annoying.
You gotta hit him harder than that. And he's hitting him hard. You gotta bring him even harder than that. Oh, Cage.
Oh, what a super
Had
kick
the
from Papadon.
Had a knee kicked out from underneath him.
That put Brian down quicker than a cheetah can run.
Low kick to the sternum. That can knock the wind out of you. Get caught in the sternum, then in your
A
spine.
knee strike to the back of Brian's
Papadon.
back.
I think you may think he has Cage right where he wants him to miss. Brian Cage.
I thought Brian was going for the roll-up pin for a minute.
Turned his back to his opponent, but oh no! Cage set face first in that middle turnbuckle pad.
Face first in that middle turnbuckle. Oh, there he goes. He's got the uppercut. Something Marcel Barthel and Fabian Hayter knows a thing or two about. Something Cesaro does too.
I'm surprised, but
something all European wrestlers do. Something Ilja Dragunova does. Something Tyler Bate does. Something Trent Seven does in the ring as well. The UK wrestlers know all those moves. That was the fireman carry. Turn him inside out. Yep. Uh-oh, Brian Cage is going for this finisher. Yeah, I think that's what he's thinking. Oh. The drill claw for the 1, 2, 3. That's it. Yeah, we already knew that. Even the freaking crowd got quiet and knew that it was over.
Put up a good fight for sure, but you got to bring your lunch, your dinner, the late night snack, bring the whole kit caboodle. If you want to take down the machine prince.
The whole what? What are you talking about, man? Anybody in the live chat know what Taz is talking about? I don't know. Don't ask me, man. I have no idea. Guys, let's get some likes on the stream, man. I really appreciate it. Let's get some more people in the live chats. I'm getting no closer to going over your WWE and AEW Wednesday afternoon news. Going into Dynamite tonight. I cannot wait to start on my AEW Dynamite thumbnail and background for my watch along and review.
So if everyone's so tough, then how about someone steps up?
It's going to be Dynamite. My live chat's going to be packed tonight for Dynamite. I think it's expected to be packed tonight. I don't know. Whichever. How many ever? What am I trying to say? Shut up, Zach Clayton. I can't talk because you're during cutting a promo. So, just want to give you guys an update. My Dynamite watch along could be packed with YouTube audience in the live chat. So that is kind of to be expected. Depends on how many people I have watching my Dynamite watch along and chatting with me. So my Dynamite watch along and Dynamite review will be live tonight. They're both going to be great. We're going to have a good time. Hassan will be here. He's my moderator. All my moderators will be here. And I think Stone Cold will be in the live chat as well. I'm talking about all my moderators. I don't know how many people is going to be here tonight, but there should be a lot. I want the best audience that I can get tonight for Dynamite. You guys hear me? Hear me out. I'm serious. And I want the best audience that I can get for SmackDown as well this Friday night for the watch-alongs. Every week, I want bigger audience for my Dark Elevation, Dynamite, SmackDown, Rampage watch-alongs going forward every week. Do you guys understand me? I'm serious. And I'm trying to do what I can to entertain you, to make you laugh and make my streams somewhat important, which I believe some of them, most of them to me are important. I don't know about you guys, but anyways, we're going to resume with AEW Dark episode 165 because up next we have Athena versus Gia Scott. And I got a question why Ember Moon, known as Athena in AEW, decided to change her theme song. I mean, I liked it the way it was. She should have left it the way it should have been. That theme song was dope. It was great. Why did she have to change it? Oh, because I shitted on her match against Cora, or not Cora. I keep saying Cora, man. My God. Why? Why did she have to change her theme music? Is it because I shitted on her in her match against Jade Cargill for the AEW TBS Women's Champion? Is that why she changed her theme music? Because I shitted on her match against Jade Cargill for the TNT, for the AEW TBS Women's Championship? Is that why? I mean, I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know, man. But anyways, back to what I and what y'all are watching. So we have Athena versus Gia Scott up next. They had a whole bunch of good matches booked for this show.
Your following contest is several falls with a 20-minute time limit. Introducing first from Dallas, Texas, the fallen goddess, Athena.
I guess Athena didn't like her theme music.
Athena has made such an incredible connection with the fans here in all.
Man, I don't know why she had to change her theme music. I don't like this. I don't like this one. I like the other one better. That other one was like, fallen goddess. I like that one. Why did she have to change it? Could this new theme song be a sign of a heel turn for Athena? I hope I'm not the only one that's noticing that they legitimately changed their theme song. This could be a sign of a heel turn for Ember Moon. Now, I've never seen Ember Moon as a heel before. There's already too many baby faces in the AEW Women's Division. They need more. They need more AEW female heels. They're showing Dasha and I don't know who those other two are at the desk.
Gia with the height advantage, but Athena countering it and bringing Gia Scott back down to earth.
Deal with the arm drag.
Takedown, a fundamental move that, when done properly, is a tremendous maneuver.
Oh my God! Please don't tell me that's the chin lock. Something we've seen in WWE quite a few times by now. Something, a matter of fact, something we've seen in WWE twice already.
On Wednesday, November 2nd, Atlantic City, New Jersey, at New Jersey Boardwalk.
I thought Athena was going for the Hurricane Rana, but I guess not. Maybe not.
Total Mortgage Arena in Bridgeport, Connecticut on Wednesday, November 16th. Tickets for all 4 events available right now.
Athena is still got the hold on Gia Scott. When is she gonna release it? What's she trying to be, a technician wrestler? She's a striker, man. Athena is
frustrating for Gia Scott to be trapped in such a fundamental move for so long by Athena.
Yeah, it's very frustrating. Very frustrating.
I mean, she's been trapped in it the last 3-4 minutes.
Hold like that. This is your off.
Uh-oh. Gia Scott threw Athena to the corner.
Oh my goodness! Athena got spiked.
Athena got spiked by Gia Scott. AEW must be impressive with Gia Scott because they had her on Elevation and now they got her on Dynamite in another match. Or not Dynamite, but Dark. As I told you all, some stuff I get right, some stuff I don't get right. It's the way I am, man. It's the way it is. Sometimes I wish I never even had autism.
But Athena may be more stunned.
Oh, there she is. Athena's in the corner now.
Yeah, it could be. You gotta stay on an athlete like Athena. You really do. You just have to
Athena got thrown in that corner.
Oh, spoke a lot of smack here.
Gia Scott may not want to.
At least she doesn't have a back injury.
Like Athena.
Thank God.
Both women exchange, and now
those focus would have injured her back.
Gia Scott,
she probably would have been out of action for 8 to 6 months to get back surgery.
But Gia,
for being thrown into that corner like that.
Oh, nice.
A roll up from Athena. Gia Scott kicks out at 2. We got a spine buster from Gia Scott. Ooh.
Hi there from Gia Scott, and whoa, that was almost a huge upset.
That would have been one of the biggest losses in Athena's career, right there.
And like you said, Ted, Gia Scott doing a great job of staying on Athena.
Wow.
And it is, as you can see, her intensity levels really risen up, but
Gia Scott is impressive, man. She's great when she wants to be, though.
Too much with someone like Athena, with her experience level and her success rate. Kicks to the spine, and now
Gia Scott is giving Athena a run for her money, man.
Big elbow strike. Gia Scott
Giving Athena the match of her life.
Athena, the high boot, takes down
What a high boot from Athena, man. Wow.
And Athena now seems to have regained the advantage, but can she keep it? Nope. Athena.
What is Athena doing?
Gia Scott, on the way down, Gia Scott.
Wow.
Got rocked.
Okay.
Yeah, right in the face.
So what's she gonna do
A
next?
lot of impact. Not Gia out of the
What is she gonna do next, I wonder?
Maybe Gia escaping to the outside, trying to regain her composure, put some distance between herself and her opponent. Yeah, just trying to regroup. But
Trying to get the fans to rally.
Gia out to the floor.
Trying to rally the fans, giving her energy. Oh, what a drop kick to the barricade, man.
Sent hard into the barricade. She almost got knocked right through the guardrail. And now
Hey, I said it first.
Headed up to the top. Gia Scott, her back is turned. She doesn't know where Athena is. And now finally
The Eclipse.
Oh, face. Gia Scott, good night. Athena with the win.
That's the third time I did that.
The fallen goddess, Athena.
Fallen goddess. And she left.
Man, AEW doesn't know what theme song they're going to give Athena, do they? They should have let her keep the other one. The other one was great. Her original very first AEW theme song.
Athena was perched on the top in Gia Scott's periphery, and at the last possible moment, Athena realized Gia Scott realized what was happening, but by that point, it was too late. Athena scored the win here tonight.
We got QT Marshall versus Action Andretti. Oh, that's what's next.
The following contest is set to unfold with a 20-minute time limit. Introducing first, accompanied by the Factory from Freehold, New Jersey, weighing 234 pounds, QT Marshall.
QT Marshall.
That's me with the guitar, man.
And we will have two other members of the Factory, Cole Karter and Aaron Solo, competing in our main event. But right now, QT demanding the microphone to speak his piece.
Oh, dang. I wanted to hear the music. Dang it. Come on, QT Marshall. I want to hear your amazing theme music, man. I want to hear your amazing theme song, man. Somebody's got an Angelico AEW hat on in the crowd. I noticed that right from the get-go.
What's my name? Are you hard of hearing? What is your name? I am the sight to see, Action Andretti. All right, relax. Action, I know this is probably the biggest opportunity of your life, and I mean, let's face it, he didn't even get to tell about his entrance. So, but fans, I want you to do me a favor. I want you to really make him feel like the star that QT is, and I want us to let's chant Action. Ready? On the count of 3. 1, 2,
QT Marshall acting like a heel, as usual, like a heel should act. Somebody's wearing the Fiend mask in the AEW arena, in the AEW crowd. Somebody's wearing the Fiend mask.
I don't need you at ringside. You can head back there, and I'm gonna
Some black woman was spotted wearing Bray Wyatt's mask in the crowd. Literally, I'm not even kidding. I saw that. I hope I wasn't the only one that saw that last night.
QT Marshall sending the factory.
Even though I was at work.
He thinks he's got Andretti in hand. Andretti, though, looking
work is stressful, man.
When people just get you, this spark just happens. So pull up a chair, Jameson. Why do you...
Guys, I don't know why they keep going with these ads, man.
Ladies and gentlemen.
It makes the live stream boring when they put ads on there.
Okay, got it. So I just want to make a few things clear. That young man right there, Andretti. First of all, there's only one Action Excalibur. It's Action Bronson. Let's get that straight. I mean, all those other guys are posers. There's only one Action. It's Action friggin' Bronson.
Action Bronson, who is 1-0 here in AEW. Action Andretti, who is, I believe, 0-3.
There you go.
Well, the fans are booing QT Marshall, as they should. He's a heel. Can't complain about that. So we got Action Andrade versus QT Marshall. That sounds so much like the first name Andrade.
Well, I mean, QT, he should be confident. I mean, he's one of the.
That sounds like, that legitimately sounds like saying Andrade, man, for real.
So many stars. He's a well-accomplished star himself. So I understand that he's confident.
QT Marshall.
Shoulder tackle takes Andretti off his feet.
With the QT Marshall with the shoulder tackle, taking out Andrade. Obviously, QT Marshall has the power advantage, and Andretti has the speed advantage. From what I'm watching, it. Oh, what a spinning moonsault,
Yeah, definitely a little star.
or should I say, the spinning crossbody?
Andretti ripping QT with a chop to the chest.
A chop to the chest of QT Marshall. I don't think that hurts. That shouldn't hurt QT Marshall, man. See? QT Marshall prevent him from doing a third chop to his chest.
And from QT just shuts down Andretti.
Shuts Andretti down faster than you can blink.
QT sends Andretti into the ropes.
Oh, I thought QT was going for the cutter, man. Drop kick to QT Marshall.
And Andretti just got rocked on the way down.
Oh my goodness.
Andretti got blasted hard. And QT realized
A pop-up forearm from QT Marshall.
Young guy, you'll see right here. Watch
That's what he did.
Right on the point of the jaw.
That's almost like sending a balloon up to the sky, man. That's how big and critical that freaking pop-up forearm was by QT Marshall.
I think it's fine getting the guy's head a little bit, and we'll see.
That's like throwing somebody on a fucking off of a fucking helicopter on a fucking roof, man.
I do more to chop, though, my friend. It's just not enough.
There's ripped into the ropes. First QT back elbow, emphatic back elbow takes Andretti off his feet.
Told you. You know,
lateral press by QT.
Oh man.
Able to kick out.
QT, you can see the smirk on his face, cocky cover, and you can see the concern on the face of Andretti.
He said cocky cover.
He's confident, and his opponent is concerned. You know, sir.
But QT, I mean, still not buying into the hype. Back Andretti, QT still thinks he has this one well in hand. But Andretti shot to the midsection. The second one. Now elbow strikes across the jaw. QT stops Andretti in his tracks, though.
Yeah, well placed.
Yep, stopped Andrade in his tracks again.
Hard enough, you know, it'll shut you down for sure.
Oh, Andretti, though. Elbow strike. Clothesline there. QT back up to his feet. Reverses Andretti into the rope. Andretti, nice counter.
Good job on that drop kick.
Wow.
And now QT's going fighting off his back foot. He is stunned, but Andretti maybe.
That wasn't smart. You know, a much bigger athlete.
Yep, he sure is.
And, that worked. That was smart. Andretti, tremendous counter. The DDT.
DDT and a moonsault. 450 splash.
Very nearly an upset. A huge upset for
QT kicked out again for the second time in a row. The one I'm watching.
Standing shooting star press.
Now, what is that sound, man?
Very, very close. QT
Sound like a car crash.
That one down.
DDT from QT Marshall.
Spikes Andretti. QT up to his feet. No respect here in DC for QT. Oh, now QT.
I don't even think that's QT's hometown. I mean, let's be honest here.
And Andretti slow to rise to his feet.
QT was going for the diamond cutter.
The roll up. No, again, Andretti very nearly stole it. Andretti off the ropes. QT wobbling.
QT wobbling. Andretti's. What is he going for now?
Up and now takes QT.
Goes to Hurricane Rana and tosses QT Marshall out the ring.
Andretti. Arabian moonsault.
What a moonsault. Action Andretti is impressive, man. If you don't sign this guy, then something is wrong. Something is wrong if you're not signing this guy, Tony Khan. This guy is great. And he picked up QT Marshall. QT Marshall is 200-something pounds, man. How is Action Andretti able to pick him like that? Oh, my goodness. Wow. How in the world is he able to pick up somebody like that? Split-legged moonsault again, and QT Marshall kicks out again.
Almost got it.
He almost had it, man. He literally almost had it, dude.
And it almost may be, Taz, that the fans cheering on Andretti, maybe working against him, maybe trying to boost his confidence, taking Andretti off the game. Could be. Definitely could be.
What's wrong with this chair?
To the bottom rope. QT recognizes what trouble he's in. Andretti.
Oh, QT Marshall is holding on to the ropes.
And now, oh, QT is a right hand. That was a
Oh, what a right hand to QT Marshall, man.
And QT, the high stack.
Oh, he got caught.
The feet on the ropes. QT arguing. Yeah, here he's ticked off. He got caught red-handed than QT. The referee tried to screw. The referee was doing his job, though.
Oh, Pele kick
That's QT.
from Action Andretti.
Andretti lands on the middle rope. QT comes charging in. Andretti backflips, lands center of the ring. The Bandera sends Andretti to the apron. Right hand blocked by Andretti.
I wonder if Andretti's leg is hurt or not from going down so much. And the cutter.
QT Marshall. Forget about it. 1, 2, 3.
That was it.
This match, QT Marshall.
Once Andrade got on the top rope and dived again, that's when QT Marshall went for the cutter like this. And 1, 2, 3. That was it.
And that's what happens. You go too much with that, man. He showed great athleticism. You go too much, you get caught by a guy.
Look at it, jumping off the rope, and bam, diamond cutter.
QT, tremendous timing on the cutter. He's lucky. And it's ready out of the air like a high fly ball to left field.
QT Marshall should be dancing to his theme song, man. He should be playing the guitar.
Got a trio match coming up right now. Looking forward to this right here. Dalton Castle and the boys are going to have at it.
Dalton Castles is great, man. He is great. The boys, they are great. They are a great tag team. If you don't sign, if Tony Khan don't sign Dalton Castle and the boys, then we got an issue here. We got a major issue here, man. He doesn't sign those guys to a contract.
Six-man tag team match set for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. With exclusive first, at a combined weight of 518 pounds, they are the Ring of Honor 6 six-man World Tag Team Champions, the Boys and Dalton Castle.
They need a team name, man. That's what they need.
Dalton Castle. The
AEW has yet to give them a tag team name. You kidding me?
In DC. Party atmosphere here, Taz. Yeah. Really having a great time.
Dalton Castle's doing that look. Got that look like the
Rock. On a good move right now. But Dalton Castle is always happy. He's always got sequences and crazy colors.
At least you've got nobody coming up to the guardrail on your right and taunting you. Like they're a real Vicky Guerrero type.
Or on my phone. The Dalton Castle.
Or in your ear.
That's something else.
Perfect. All right.
Dalton Castle making his way into the ring alongside the boys. Those three men are the Ring of Honor World Six-Man Tag Team Champions.
I mean, grandiose entrance.
They are fighting six-man Ring of Honor Tag Team Champions.
Work the Ring of Honor. He's a very flamboyant, pelican-like.
Pelican, you say?
They are getting over the crowd so well.
Like if he was.
They really are.
Yeah, peacock.
Imagine a flamingo with a pelican.
No shit.
That'd be a hybrid. That'd be a mixed breed.
Like a Labrador.
Yeah.
Opponents, the team of Joe Keys, Josh Fuller, and BK Kline.
These three men very confident, but
very intense clapper. Keys. Very intense.
Try to make up for the pomp, the circumstance presented by Dalton Castle and the boys.
Yeah, but the thing with Dalton Castle, very excellent competitor, I should say, between the ropes. You know, real good wrestler, real good grappler,
and tremendous freestyle wrestling background.
Yeah, sure thing. So dangerous.
Joe Keys starting things up. There's a bit of miscommunication there by the two teams, but
sometimes that happens. Sometimes teams don't work well together and they lose games. That happens. But this is not a game, it's a wrestling match. It's caliber.
Tess, this crowd was chanting what you were chanting at me earlier. Oh, no, wait, sorry. They're saying Dalton Castle, not your.
I don't understand what these guys are saying on commentary, man. I really don't.
Oh, back elbow by Keys. Boys getting dropped. And now double drop toe hold. Keys goes down and.
We got a triple team by Dalton Castles and the boys.
Castle, body press.
Gotta lose where the heck you are when that happens.
Nope. Not getting no copyrights, man. Not falling for it. Not today.
For a limited time.
Nope. There we go.
One count, though. Boys making some quick tags in and out, using their using the leverage of the ropes to send Keys in.
Oh, what a good double team move by the boys, man.
He's able to kick
That's their tag team name, the boys.
Right there. Keys just broke their grip. It's a backbreaker.
What a brat.
Dalton Castle is the record.
I said, what a brat. What a backbreaker from Keys, though.
That was Josh Fuller. Results on the outside, but inside the ring, Joe Keys getting things done. Smashing blow.
What a clothesline by Keys.
Just forearm shiver to the side of the head. Second, Castle block the next one with your face.
A rolling uppercut.
Ball there, but that's a Luther-esque
to the chin.
strategy.
That's gonna have your throat sore for days.
Hair Jones, crazy Hair Jones.
That is the moniker of Josh Fuller, who just got taken off his feet. Dalton Castle,
Dalton Castle's red hot. He's on fire. Clearing the heels out the ring.
I say, Raging Flamingo. Right, Castle, watch out! Whoa, there goes Keys.
Another exploder suplex.
Right. Dalton Castle clears the ring.
Looking around. What's next?
BK in the ring
and German suplex.
Dalton Castle clearing out all three members of the opposition. Bring me a boy, he says, Taz. Okay.
That's what he says.
And just tossing one of the boys. Both of the boys. And now inside their coat. Wait a second.
Uh-oh.
Castle. A third toss.
Throwing the boys out the ring.
Toss, I tells you.
We go with a fourth toss. How many more is he gonna toss out the ring?
Taking off his feet.
How many more times is he gonna toss these two guys out the ring, man?
A lot of that, Luther, like you said, and Serpentico. Luther's at the Washington.
Oh, that's the 6th time.
That's a sight.
So I'm guessing it's going all the way to 10.
Once again, wow.
They are getting over the crowd so well, Dalton Castle and the boys.
The birth certificate's on the boys, but I mean that's borderline abuse.
Well, I think they're both 41 years old. I think that's what I heard.
Dalton Castle looking for the bang a ring.
And I thought they were gonna say belly ring. That's what I thought they were gonna say. That'd be hilarious though, for real.
The Ring of Honor World 6-Man Tag Team Champions.
They said
The
bang a ring.
And Dalton Castle.
Taz, I don't know if you know that about me, but I check the birth certificate of every single competitor that steps in the ring here at AEW.
Yeah, no, you do the
I'm falling asleep now.
Everybody knows that.
Like I'm gonna go to
The
sleep.
DC State Athletic Commission.
Had to work yesterday and Monday. Eh?
Stop clapping. Stop. We're trying to work here. All right.
Dalton. The boys.
All right.
Victorious here tonight.
Next.
Even Dalton Castle was laughing at what the boys were doing
Sabian goes one-on-one
at
with
ringside.
Brandon Cutler coming up next here on AEW Dark.
Getting the fans, to cheer. We got Brandon Cutler versus Sabian.
The following contest is set to unfold with a 20-minute time limit.
Oh look, we got Kip Sabian coming out.
Accompanied by Penelope Ford from Carter, Norfolk.
So up next is pretty much Kip Sabian versus Brandon Cutler. And then Toni Storm versus Emi Sakura. And then the main event of AEW Dark is Matt Sydal and Dante Martin versus Cole Karter and Aaron Solo. I love to see Matt Sydal and Dante Martin get it done together as a team in the ring.
Of course, I'm making people run in place alongside the
Two of the greatest high flyers that AEW has to offer. Oh, we got Brandon Cutler coming down to the ring.
And his opponent from Rancho.
Brandon Cutler's going to lose. He's going to lose to Kip Sabian. He did win over Serpentico on Elevation this Monday night. Yep, look at that. I was right. I said it first before Escalibur did, though. See, I'm smart. Smarter than he is. Way smarter than he is.
Finger or a trigger finger where your index finger can
Guys, I'm not high. I'm not on weed.
Towards your pinky and your middle finger, and then it freezes up. So some of it goes towards the dynaflow area of your veinage.
So how good is this match going to be between Brandon Cutler and Kip Sabian? I guess I'm going to watch and find out.
That Brandon Cutler only had warning track power.
There you go. Tiger Stripe warm-up suit by Cutler.
Oh. Cutler was
what in the world is he doing?
Kip Sabian grabbed the waistband, pulled him back into a side headlock. Cutler,
guys, I think I'm gonna take a break after this.
Missed by Brandon Cutler, Sabian through the legs.
Take a little break.
Yeah, you see someone wrestle in a full jumpsuit, a full running, customized Tiger Stripe suit. I'm impressed with Cutler. I really am. Well, and he's at the face count, obviously.
Yeah, I mean, he had the broken order with some months ago.
Months ago. All time, right?
I mean, anything months ago. I was born months ago.
Well, you said a lot of months ago. Dick doesn't realize Cutler is behind him, pandering.
Kip Sabian, yeah, a little, and since Kip's return to AEW back at All Out, we've seen maybe a little fractured, a screw loose, some might say.
Well, if you kept the box on
the
year, no one cares.
That looked like a low blow.
For years and years, nobody cares.
When you start with better ingredients, better pizza, you also get better papadillas, better cheese sticks, better yummy this, and better tasty now. With this, or you can get with that. Get into more for just $6.99 each. That's Papa John's.
Sherry was raised in a home rooted in faith and hard work. Values we pass on to our sons.
No. I'm muted now. All right. Dark is back on my TV screen here that I'm looking at. I'm watching.
I'm glad you reviewed the script for once, Taz. I thought was like, not so fast, but Kip's getting a little bit frustrated.
Oh, whoa. Brandon Cutler got scared. He out the ring now, covering his head.
There's a lot more smiling going on in this match than I would expect, Taz.
Sarcastic smiling. That's the difference, my friend. The smiling of joy and love.
Penelope getting bored watching this match. Probably getting bored with Brandon Cutler acting like a freaking geek outside the ring.
For Brandon Cutler. Kip Sabian now maybe changing gears.
Yeah, well, Kip's got a mean streak for sure. Intensity. Stuff getting kicked in the face by the cat's run eyeliner. I'll tell you that right now. Tough way to spend a night on YouTube. That's my opinion.
Oh, well, you know what? Tomorrow night we'll be spending the night at the Coca-Cola Coliseum in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. And I can't wait. We are making our debut in Toronto tomorrow night. Wait a second.
I can't wait to be live for AEW Dynamite tonight. Can't wait to be live watch along tonight. I know it's going to be a good show.
AEW World Tag Team Champions collide when Jungle Boy Jack Perry takes on Luke.
That's probably going to be a squash match. Jungle Boy's probably going to get wasted and lose to Luchasaurus. I don't know why they would book Swerve Strickland versus Billy Gunn. Like that match is going to be any good. Isaiah Swerve Scott's going to be doing most of the work in the match.
Jericho will find out tomorrow night live on TBS. Cover? No.
Small by Kip right there. Hard impact. Goes for a very fast cover.
We'll see whether the match between Billy Gunn and Swerve Strickland will be good or not. We'll see. We will see, man.
Kip Sabian, center of the ring. Got Cutler up. Nope.
Kip Sabian was going for a suplex, but Brandon Cutler reversed it.
Up on the shoulder, Cutler.
He said, I ain't having that. I ain't letting you do that. It ain't happening.
Fireman's carry being exchanged by both men.
Yeah. What are they doing? Trying to entertain the audience?
Definitely got the advantage. Airplane spin. That's old school.
Big time airplane spin.
Trying to be like Cesaro with that airplane spin. Yeah, you ain't Cesaro, Brandon Cutler.
Clear for takeoff at Reagan National.
You ain't Cesaro. Stop trying to be a Cesaro wannabe. You're not Claudio Castagnoli.
Yeah, Brandon got the worst of that. Oh, Sabian fell into a pinning predicament too. And no. Oh wait, maybe Cutler is playing possum. The kick. Oh, that was a brutal kick to the back of the head.
Yeah, it was smart though.
Penelope was like,
she's
just shaking her head like, this match is boring.
He kicked right in the back of the head. Good impact by Kip with the kick.
And Kip, we've seen this fixation with the box.
Oh, he loves the box.
Oh, he's gonna vomit in the box. He's still dizzy from the airplane.
Yeah, he's definitely good. I've seen him vomit in boxes a lot.
Look at Kip Sabian with the box.
I know him a long time. Man, vomits in boxes for fun. Upchucks the whole time.
He's got a weak disposition.
Or stuff.
It's trying to be polite. Sabian, the right hand blocked by Cutler. Whoa, Cutler done playing games.
Brandon Cutler giving Kip Sabian cheap shots.
Bouncing Sabian off the
He done gave him like 6 or 7 cheap shots already. Now he's giving him 9.
For sure.
And Cutler punched himself out.
You might get him the box. Just get on the shot.
Now Brandon Cutler, he's clovering on Kip Sabian.
Can we move on to the next match, please?
The referee's trying to get some sort of control here.
Brandon Cutler taking a moment to compose himself.
Uh-oh. Free spray. It's frozen on his hand.
Oh, a headbutt. Cutler got caught looking.
Man, what a headbutt from Kip Sabian.
Caught the pop fly.
Oh! Sabian got him. Lance Cutler and scores the win.
The winner of this match.
Finally, that match is over. Finally.
Too bad, but Kip was able to get the victory. Impressive.
Kip Sabian taking advantage of the distraction of Brandon Cutler to score yet another victory since his return.
I am excited to see action and ready. I'm 24 years old, and I'm from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Just went one-on-one out there with QT Marshall for the first time here in Washington, D.C. I'm hurting a little bit. QT's been around for a while. He decided to face me one-on-one like a man. He told the factory to go to the back, but I respect that. But tonight, unfortunately, QT got the better of me. He hit me with the diamond cutter.
You make it look easy.
I'm thinking of him a video package right after his loss.
That's all right, because I will be back for more, and I will fight another fight here in AEW. Thousands and thousands of people cheering. Action, action, action. Goosebumps all through my body. I could feel the energy, feel the electricity within those people. It fired me up. I was hurting in that match. I was hurting, I was down. But they kept me feeling alive that whole time in that fight. They kept me feeling alive, kept my spirits going. There's no feeling that compares to that. And I thank all those fans in DC for having my back out.
Looks the woman's.
This is where I'm gonna stop right here and go take a break, guys. I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. I'll be right back. I want to take a little break. I'm gonna put some music on. Be right back. Don't go anywhere. All right, guys, I'm back. We can resume with AEW Dark episode 165. And the match on the screen we have next is Toni Storm versus Emi Sakura in a AEW Interim Women's World Championship Eliminator match.
Featuring the AEW Interim Women's World Champion Toni Storm against Emi Sakura.
I hate seeing Emi Sakura on my television. I'm not going to say it again. She's cringe, she's terrible, and she's awful. That's all I'm going to say. And she's still going with that theme song. And she's wearing the same attire. The same attire she's been wearing every week.
That's a very high-stakes matchup here tonight at AEW Interim Women's World Championship Eliminator match. If Emi Sakura defeats Toni Storm here tonight, she will get a shot at the AEW.
How are the fans dancing to her theme song, man? I don't get it. I know I wouldn't be. It sounds like something somebody would play in the circus, man. In a clown circus. Yes, Toni Storm, please kick her ass, man. Please beat her. I am not a fan of Emi Sakura. Please defeat her, Toni Storm. Here goes somebody that I'm a fan of. Even though it was a terrible decision to put that title on her, I'm still a fan of her. She's great. She is absolutely great, man.
AEW Dark. Yeah, very interesting match right here between these two ladies. That's going to happen. Interesting styles, two ladies.
Toni Storm's traveled in Japan, wrestled in Japan. She knows. She knows all the Japan female talents there. So
it's an opportunity, man. And I know it's an eliminator, but still, it's a great opportunity for Emi. And Toni Storm offering the handshake. Emi Sakura wants no part of it. Emi Sakura wants to punch her ticket to Rampage this Friday night with a victory here.
Why are they giving Emi Sakura these title opportunities that she don't even deserve? Come on, man. Title opportunities that she doesn't even legitimately deserve.
Rope and then the hair whip as well. Yeah, and as you know, Excalibur, that lady right there, I mean, she's got so much experience, you know what I mean? So she's been in so many situations and matches.
So much experience and such a mean streak. As now,
like, it's ridiculous. It really is.
A cup of tea. Spot of tea.
No, I don't want to drink tea with you, Emi Sakura. Nobody wants to, for that matter.
And Emi Sakura trying to take Toni Storm off her game, but that's easier said than done with AEW Interim Women's World Champion.
Wow, listen, Toni Storm, she's mocking her back with the tea.
Oh, dump the tea on her head.
Oh.
And remember, next Tuesday night, AEW will be returning to Cincinnati, Ohio to make our Heritage Bank Center debut for a special Tuesday night Dynamite. Also be returning.
Yeah, cheer. Toni, yeah, cheer. Cheer for her.
Debuting at the Mohegan Sun Arena in Uncasville,
Go ahead.
Connecticut.
Go ahead. Cheer for her, man.
Friday, October 28th.
Go ahead, man. Yeah, go ahead.
AEWTIX.com.
Go ahead.
Good headlock here by Storm, and Emi able to slip out. First, she grabbed the hair, though.
Yeah, Emi did a good job of keeping Toni Storm's head between the hair and the.
What a drop kick from Toni Storm. Toni Storm has speed, man.
But Toni Storm,
she's a hell of a striker.
Yeah, that's what she does, Storm. She's got so much experience, big match experience.
She sure does.
Excellent, and just physicality is obviously on spot.
Drop kick through the rope. Oh, the Mongolian chop on the outside. Taz went both.
Chop on the outside from terrible Emi Sakura.
It really is. I mean,
cringe Emi Sakura, should I say?
On each side of your neck, that area, man, that's tough.
Oh wait, Toni Storm, her feet on the apron. Emi Sakura, the backbreaker on the outside.
Oh man, I'll be so glad when their show's over. I'm ready to give everybody their WWE and AEW Wednesday afternoon news.
Goes underneath the rope to make the count. Toni Storm still struggling.
Please give us the main event. The main event, at least, is going to be a lot better than half of these matches that were booked for this episode of Dark this week.
Jump on that, and she did not do it. The backbreaker on the outside, really setting up Toni Storm for, really taking away a lot of Toni Storm's offense.
Yeah.
The damage to the lower back, it makes, that Storm's or that pile driver excruciating.
The chop, I think. Oh. Heard that thud.
Athletic chop ringing out from DC Sports and Entertainment Arena. Oh, wait, Toni Storm. Storm anticipated the rhythm and able to.
Yeah, I can easily see why nobody's in the live chat. They're waiting on me They're waiting on me to give them their WWE AEW Wednesday afternoon news, but I am. I gotta watch Dark first, even though I don't want to watch the rest of it, because I'm feeling like complete shit and I'm feeling bored right about now.
Emi Sakura looking maybe for the Romero special.
I'm getting really bored watching Dark.
Toni Storm she's trying to block this, she's trying to flatten out, but it's hard.
I really am. No joke.
Sakura trying to wrench Toni Storm up. Sakura looking for that shot at the AEW Interim Women's World Championship this Friday at Rampage.
Got it in.
Toni Storm in a lot
What kind of submission is that from Emi Sakura?
Now look at this, Emi Sakura wrenching back on the neck. That is so much pressure, not only on the knee tabs, but the spine as well.
Yeah, it's obviously, you can just see the pain that it puts somebody in. And you can see the smirk on the face. Sakura, she knows. Man, she has got the AEW Women's Interim World Champion on the ropes.
And now Toni Storm just trying to fight her way out of it. Emi Sakura with the advantage. But Sakura, she can't let Toni Storm land those unabated shots.
Why do you think Emi Sakura is staying on Toni? It's terrible as Emi Sakura is.
Emi Sakura was looking for a backdrop. Toni Storm transitioned over to a crossbody.
Yeah, but her back is turned to Toni Storm.
I don't like Emi Sakura, and neither am I a fan of Emi Sakura.
Mocking Emi.
Oh, Emi Sakura.
I do like Toni Storm, and I am a fan of Toni Storm. More of a fan of Toni Storm than I am with Emi Sakura.
Kick to the side of the head. Nothing fancy about that one.
No, just trying to disrespect Storm. Oof.
Emi Sakura is just toying around with Storm. This match is getting boring. Please, can we move on to the main event, please? Okay? This match is getting boring. Seriously. It's not gaining the audience attention. It's really not. Nobody in here. Where is everybody anyway?
Do you need a hair miracle? Whole blend miracle nectar. Acacia honey. Just working through it.
Gotta stay focused, but they're bringing these shots.
Right now, Toni Storm battering 4-5.
Emi Sakura and Toni Storm exchanging shots at each other.
Sakura, basically, and now just
what the?
Richter, and then hit the chop Larry combo. High stack by Sakura. Toni Storm explodes on the kick.
Unbelievable.
Battle for sure here. Opportunity for that lady, as we've mentioned.
Yeah, the eliminator match. That means if Emi Sakura beats the Women's World Champion, she will get a shot at the title this Friday at Rampage with Toni Storm. German suplex.
Right on the head. Storm just
These matches are taking extra too long, man. I gotta get started on my AEW Dynamite thumbnail for the AEW Dynamite watch along, man. And I gotta get started and finish my AEW Dynamite background for the watch along.
Able to kick out.
I gotta get started, man. I ain't got all day for this stuff.
Right.
Speed it up, Dark. Come on.
Toni Storm.
Yeah, she's going in there. Maybe she's going for some sort of a suplex or brain buster or maybe a snap suplex.
But you see Emi Sakura
grabbing that tricep to turn her.
Digging in those nails, and now Sakura. She could do it here. She covers.
Got to get that cover. You're right, Excalibur.
Looked like a twisting neck breaker, but it wasn't.
Tony's able to regroup probably.
I think Emi Sakura recognized that now.
Yeah. You're right.
A little bit more punishment on Toni Storm, but
Toni Storm's not letting it happen.
Those elbows down. And
shots, hard shots.
Toni Storm finally has Sakura break the grip. The Adora, the tilt-a-whirl backbreaker by Emi Sakura.
Tilt-a-whirl
Once again, Sakura
backbreaker.
going to that lower
Wow.
back of the AEW Interim Women's World Champion. Diving cross-body. Sakura.
See the sense of urgency.
Is she really injuring Toni Storm?
Again to the lower
Back.
back, Emi Sakura. If she hits that double underhook backbreaker, she could do it right here. Emi Sakura.
Here we go, here we go.
Got Toni Storm up. The stall, the backbreaker. Emi Sakura can do it too.
Got it.
No.
God, it's close. Super close.
Emi Sakura.
Oh, you're crying like a baby because Toni Storm kicked out. What a baby. You don't deserve no title opportunity. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. No.
And Toni Storm, you can see struggling to her feet, holding herself up with the assistance of the ropes. Emi Sakura closing the distance. Wait, Toni Storm comes out, launches the DDT.
Wow. Got it all. Got it all in that DDT.
And Emi Sakura in the corner. Toni Storm, the hip attack. Storm
Attack and Storm Zero.
Toni Storm, 1, 2, 3.
And that's it. Now, no more title opportunities for Emi Sakura. No more.
AEW Interim Women's World Champion.
What you can do, Toni Storm, or what you can do, Tony Khan, is release her from the company.
Battle, and it certainly was.
Hell of a battle for sure. That's the right word, man. Because that's what that was. Physical.
Yeah, that's exactly what that
out
was.
here, but not enough to capture a victory and move on. But there is your AEW Interim Women's World Champion right there, Toni Storm.
Finally, we got the main event. Thank God.
The factory's cold.
I'm ready.
Take on the high-flying duo.
Give everybody the third AEW
Dante
Wednesday afternoons. Please.
It's main event time here on AEW Dark.
About time.
Your main event is a
Jeez
tag
Louise,
team
man.
match separate ball with a 20-minute time limit. Introducing first, accompanied by Nick Colorado, representing the factory at a combined weight of 395 pounds, the team of Cole Karter and Aaron Solo.
Does Nick Colorado look like he tripped and fell into a, you know that store at the mall where like girls get their ears pierced, like 13-year-old girls? No, actually don't. So then he just fell into that store and all the accessories that stuck to him how he walked out.
You mean Spencer's?
Yes, I do mean Spencer. Thank you.
Not even funny. You don't see me on here laughing, do you? No. Not funny. I'm sorry.
We're going by. Weight of 391 pounds. And Dante Martin.
A great way to cap off AEW Dark tonight before we head to Toronto, Ontario, Canada tomorrow night for the debut of All Elite Wrestling in Canada. Can't wait to be at the Coca-Cola Coliseum tomorrow night, Taz.
Well, yes, still
And
got
Thursday.
about and Thursday. Yeah, we've seen Dante.
This is getting ready to be a good old tag team match. Whoa.
Win as of late in the connection they
In the
had
world?
last week, so
What's going on here?
hell of a team, these two guys here, Dante Martin and Matt Sydal.
Yeah, they function very well together as a team, but
Dante Martin trying to get a win after his loss last week on Dark.
Anyway,
but anyway, Coca-Cola Coliseum, you still have a chance to join us. AEWTIX.com, Ticketmaster.ca as Dante Martin, flat foot on the apron, kick to the chest of Solo. And now, the slice inside the ring, Cole Karter. Wait a second. Sydal and Dante, I thought they were going to finish it off there, but no, it's Solo.
hey, wow, the shin of Dante really caught Solo. Looked like right across the shoulder or maybe side of his head.
And there you see Nick Camarado, the aforementioned, trying to, I don't know, urge Dante back to the corner, but he makes Dante go back to the corner and now tags in. Now Cole Karter in serious trouble here.
Yeah, he is. Look at
He
how
sure
quick
is.
That turn, that tuck.
That one. And the delay in the air is the most impressive thing.
That's what I'm saying with Dante. He tucks so late in the air to the point of the delay, right? And then he tucks it so like the athleticism is insane by Dante Martin.
And really, I mean, as a competitor, you're stunned by it. You're as impressed.
Look at those kicks to the knee, man.
The next thing you know, Dante Martin
in the world
down on top of you
with his back, which hurts a lot. And now you see here, Matt Sydal, a veteran, just gonna probably bow and arrow this guy here.
He lost it, but Sydal, the veteran.
Oh, and now he's stretching. Oh man, that looks bad. That looks bad, man.
But again, to your point, Sydal regrouped and stomped on it, man.
Stomp to the spine on a very windy night here in Washington, D.C.
Yeah.
Well,
Dante, what the heck's going to happen here?
The catapult to the Gamengiri.
Hey, don't ask me what happened. I don't know.
Dante Martin could play a factor in his high flying.
Oh, nice. Standing assault right there.
Or maybe not. Cover. No.
Yo.
Dante smart. Grabs the armbar, brings him over to his corner, and quick tags in Sydal. Good job by Dante Martin. Smart tag team wrestling.
Sydal just comes crashing down on the shoulder of Cole Karter.
Yeah, Sydal's getting annoyed. I can tell. I know him a long time. I can see when he gets ticked off in a match. He's a fiery competitor, Matt Sydal. Peace, love, and pro wrestling and Yoga Jones and all that. He's a mean guy, Sydal, and that's a good thing.
Yeah, and I mean, the factory, lucky it's so windy here tonight because Dante comes off the top, could push him foul, as now Sydal goes through the cover. Yeah, I mean, the wind really a factor here tonight in the DC Entertainment Sports Arena test.
Yeah, I'm well aware.
Uh-oh. Oh, Aaron Solo got Matt Sydal off the rope. You gotta be kidding me, man.
The Sonic 2 for $5 menu.
Oh, There we go.
And now the factory with an opportunity. Aaron Solo.
You see Solo coming in hot. He's coming in quick. Body shots rocking Sydal.
All right, Solo spearing the heck out of Matt Sydal in the corner, man.
Solo maybe
What's going on? What's going on here?
About the landing of Dante right at the start of the match.
I know I would be. I mean, Dante nailed him the right way.
And there's
with the, yeah, well, hold on. Let's see.
Camarado getting involved on the outside.
Nicky Boy, Nick Camarado. His friends call him Nicky Boy.
Right.
Most people just call him Nick.
I'm not his friend, though.
He said I'm not his friend, though. Trying to be smart.
Solo calls this a backbreaker on Matt.
Backbreaker from Aaron Solo.
Unbelievable.
Cover.
Matt Sydal kicks out it, too.
Sydal able to kick out. Unbelievable on the kick out.
That's not no shot. That's no surprise.
Smart.
All wrestlers know how to kick. Even local enhancement talents know how to kick out.
Ooh, Sydal. The thigh of the outside thigh of Cole Karter with those kicks.
Jeez Louise, man.
Karter grabbing a handful of hair on that side. Sydal elbow to the midsection.
But you know this. I mean, look, Sydal is tough. You know this ex-guy. He take a lot of punishment. He's a tough guy. So Cole Karter and Aaron Solo, they got to keep on bringing, pressure and offense and violence towards Sydal. Just have to wear him down.
And they're doing a good job with that. The factory is, I mean, sometimes they can have a little too fun inside the ring, but really, I mean, when they they're firing on all cylinders.
Go ahead. Listen, keeping on has the factory really, in a fiery position at all times. They have a great bond. QT is an excellent.
Gotta wipe the webcam off, guys. It was blurry. It was kind of blurry a little bit.
There's a true friendship, bond, and brotherhood between the factory.
Suplex there by Aaron Solo. Far like Ogden. Nope. That Sydal able to kick it out.
Dante wants it tough. I mean, I'm sure I've been on the apron waiting for my partner. Hopefully he can get to me, tag me in while he's getting his rear end kicked.
I'll tell you, and I actually have very different pro wrestling experiences. I was usually
Dante Martin rallying up the fans, trying to get him to tag himself in.
Made those tags, sweet relief.
Rallying the fans up for Matt Sydal, trying to get Matt Sydal back on his feet.
Look at that. Yeah. Kicks in the back of the head. And
oh!
Sydal was looking for the
Aaron Solo clothesline Matt Sydal upside down.
Solo knows, man. Listen, he's Solo knows. That's kind of should be his thing. Solo knows. He knows that he's got Sydal down and out. He knows he's hurting him bad. He knows that Sydal really wants to get Dante in this thing. He understands the frustration, and he's feeding it as his full thought.
You think like a Bo Jackson situation?
Yeah, exactly. Kind of. Oh. So.
What's he doing now?
It's a shot at the shot here.
What's he doing now, man?
Unrelenting, Taz. Unrelenting.
Tell him Mike Poles to move out the way.
First, that top turnbuckle pad.
Vaping can expose you to toxic chemicals that can irreversibly damage your lungs and the teeth.
FIFA 23. That must be a soccer game.
Yeah, definitely.
It did say EA Sports, so.
I would agree. But Solo, you can see Dante. I'm sorry, Dante is just can't wait to get in there. He just wants to rip that. And
if Solo's not careful, Dante and Sydal came very, very, very close to making the
yeah.
Oh,
they sure did.
Sydal turns things around. Solo goes into the boots of Cole Karter. And the Hurricane Rana takes down Aaron Solo.
Hurricane Rana from that side up. And he finally got tagged in. Look at that.
Takes down Karter.
Dante Martin's red hunt is on fire. Oh.
Catch him.
He is so quick, so athletic there. Great job, Dante.
Diving across body. Karter sent to the barricade.
Uh-oh.
Aaron Solo.
What's he going to do now? Wow, what a big drop kick. What a big drop kick to Aaron Solo on the top rope.
Dante Martin, folks.
What move is that?
He's got Solo. Hooked up, he plants him. Dante, 1, 2, no.
That must be Dante Martin's new finisher or something, man. Because they still haven't given it. They still have yet to give his new finisher a name.
You're right. You're right about that. Oh, nice reversal by Karter. Oh, but he got blasted.
Dante, such great awareness. He got sent into the ropes, got his footing on the bottom.
Oh, no, wait. Nicky boy.
Look at Nick.
He's got the cane, he's got the hat, he's got all the gimmicks. Hold on a second.
Here's Solo behind, but Cole Karter waiting there. Oh, the knee strike. Corkscrew kick. Dante Martin goes down. Aaron Solo covers 2, and no, Dante able to kick out.
Oh, I thought Solo was going to capture the victory right there.
The factory would have gotten, Aaron Solo would have got his first pin in AEW, man.
The factory, though, not showing a lot of urgency, Taz, especially with two competitors like Matt Sydal and Dante Martin.
That is Nick Camarado again. He's got the cane. He's showing every world I'm going to hit him. You can see it's basically very symbolistic.
Oh, and Mike Posey sending Nick Camarado.
What did he do? Oh, they put Nick Camarado out and out of this match. You gotta be kidding me.
Cole Karter comes in and Dante up on the shoulder. Oh, now the powerbomb onto the knees of Solo.
Good teamwork by Karter and Solo.
Karter, the Falcon Arrow.
Watch Aaron Solo, though.
Aaron Solo up to the top, and oh, look at that! Matt Sydal out of the corner, rocked Aaron Solo. The roundhouse kick, that one rocked Cole Karter. And now Dante Martin.
Oh my God!
The nose dive.
The nose dive from Dante Martin.
Winners of this match, the team of Matt Sydal and Dante.
Dante Martin, Matt Sydal picking up a huge victory here tonight in our main event. And we will see you all tomorrow night as AEW makes our debut.
Actually, Dynamite is tonight.
Live at 8/7 Central on TBS.
Because today is Wednesday. Escalade boy, get your facts straight. Even though Dark was taped yesterday. All right. We are not done yet, guys. We're not getting out of here yet. We're not getting out of here yet. You want to know why? You want to know why? Guess what it's time for? Guess. I said it on Elevation Watch Along. I'm going to say it here on my Dark Watch Along. Guess what, folks? It is time for your WWE and AEW Wednesday afternoon news. All right, ladies and gentlemen. It is time for your WWE and AEW Wednesday afternoon news. So, we're going to go ahead and start at the top. We're going to start with the news on WWE actually wanting to change TV 14 to avoid profanity fan chants. So it says here that WWE originally planned to become a TV 14 product at the beginning of the July 8th, 2022 episode of Monday Night Raw. However, those plans were nixed shortly after Triple H's creative takeover. It was then reported by Dave Meltzer, or should I say Wrestling Observer newsletter, that WWE changed its plans as it did not want to upset advertisers following Vince McMahon's departure from the company. However, Andrew Zering now has provided more information into WWE's reason for wanting to go TV 14, replying to a tweet about the holy shit chants from last night's episode of Monday Night Raw. Those chants were heavily consumed, at least as much as they could. It says here in that quote, this was one of the reasons behind wanting to go TV 14, end quote. Based on his tweet, WWE wanted to go TV 14 due to the profanity chants, as WWE is often forced to censor chants during live events. These chants, however, added to the atmosphere of the show. All right. We're going to go ahead and move on to the next WWE Wednesday afternoon news that we got. There's news on Sean Strickland, and he explains, apparently, why he hates Ronda Rousey. I mean, I honestly don't blame him. I really don't. Ronda Rousey is terrible. She's absolutely awful, man. I don't know why SmackDown still has Ronda Rousey. Why does WWE, if anything, still has Ronda Rousey? WWE needs to get rid of Ronda Rousey and get her off of television. With all this young talent, such as Austin Theory, Johnny Gargano, Tommaso Ciampa, all this young talent they got, all these young male-female talents they got, they need to get rid of Ronda Rousey. They don't need Ronda Rousey, and they sure as hell don't need Lacey Evans. And they damn sure don't need Brock Lesnar either. I don't understand why WWE still needs Ronda Rousey, man. I don't get it. And they need to start the Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler rivalry. That should have started already. I don't understand why we're not beginning that feud yet. I don't get it. It says here that Ronda Rousey was one of the most dominant competitors in UFC history. Yeah, that's true. But she's not one of the most dominant competitors in WWE. In fact, she's one of the worst competitors in WWE. Her Piper's pin finisher is awful. She does it so awfully that the fans boo her each and every time she does it in the ring. Now, she was crowned the inaugural UFC weight champion and held title from December 2020 or 2012 till November 2015. Her dominant reign came to an end at UFC 193 when she was knocked out in the second round with a head kick by Holly Holm. In February 2016, Ronda Rousey appeared on the Ellen DeGeneres show to discuss her loss to Holly Holm. During the interview, she reviewed having suicidal thought following her loss. Same with Cora Jade. Recently, ranked number 7, middleweight Sean Strickland released an Instagram video detailing why he hates Ronda Rousey. It says here, and I quote, "I explain why I hate Ronda Rousey, why I find she is everything that's wrong with the freaking world." Strickland said after a loss, she went on Ellen. I think that's what he was trying to say. It said she won. They should have put she went. So she went on Ellen, and she said that she was in the back room, in the medical room after she lost, and for a moment, she thought about killing herself. She looked at her man, Travis Brown, and thought, I need to have babies with this man. I need to stay alive. It was on the news. It was everywhere. I don't know when suicide became cool, but it became cool. Like they made a Netflix show, 13 Reasons. Everybody's freaking depressed. Everybody is suicidal. Let me tell you guys, it is not cool. It's not effing cool. Depression is like cancer. It's effing terminal. It's like hormones. You might not have it, but you always have it. And it's wanting to come out. Continued Strickland. He continues by saying, suicide thoughts. For the people who have it, it's even worse. You fixate on it, you dwell on it, you start thinking about it, how you're going to do it. You start thinking about where you're going to do it. You start thinking about how your people are going to take it. You realize, fantasize about it, and it's miserable. It's not a fleeting thought because you lost a fight. I hate Ronda Rousey because she used something so messed up that, so serious as a book. I overcame. It's strong moment when it's not. It is not. End quote. That is actually what Sean Strickland said. So, all that I just read presumably explains why he hates Ronda Rousey. Ronda Rousey's loss at UFC 193 wasn't the end of the world for her. And let me actually correct that for you guys. It's 193. She went on to have a successful career in the WWE, even becoming women's champion. What did y'all think on Ronda Rousey's scary thought after her loss at UFC 193? Next news we have is on the Monday Night Raw viewership. It says here that WWE brought another episode of Raw this week, and they have stiff competition with Monday Night Football once again. Despite that, Triple H and his crew carried out with their booking direction and the fallout of Extreme Rules. According to WrestleNomics, October the 10th episode of Monday Night Raw brought in an overnight average of, oh man, this is a big number. This is a big number. I'm going to have to say it slowly, in a slow way, because I don't understand this number whatsoever. I really don't. So, I'm going to say it the best ways I can. I'm going to say it in the best way, shape, form. I'm going to say it in the best way possible. They brought in 1,824,000 viewers with a .55 and 18 to 49 demographic. October the 3rd's episode of Monday Night Raw brought in an overnight average of... Here we go with another big, huge number that I don't understand. I'm going to say this one the best way I can. They brought in 1,599,000 viewers with a .40 and 1849 demographic. The September the 26th edition of Monday Night Raw brought in an overnight average of 1.674 million viewers with a .45 and 1849 demographic. September the 19th episode of Monday Night Raw brought in a viewership of hold on. What's going on here? Why is my stuff not popping up? My stuff isn't popping up. What's going on? What is going on here, man? What is going on? I don't understand this. Really, man? The fuck? I really don't understand what's going on. Hold on a second, guys. This thing's acting stupid. Okay, so they brought in overnight. They brought in a viewership of 1,594,000 with a .45 and 1849 demographic. It pulled up, man. I don't know what happened there. Sorry about that, guys. I don't know what was going on there. Just like right when I was getting ready to say a number, something all of a sudden the computer just went black and just come back on. I don't know why I did that. So Monday Night Raw brought in an overnight average of pretty much... These numbers are so big, I don't even understand them. I don't know why they would put all these big numbers in their freaking articles, man. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. Like anybody's gonna understand these freaking numbers, man. Seriously, man. It's ridiculous. So they brought in 1,710,000 viewers for their September 12th episode. They also ranked in a .44 rating in the treasured 1840 graphic. Monday Night Football caused some big competition. Well, the Monday Night Raw should have been stepping up, and they did. They did. They rightfully did. September the 5th episode of Monday Night Raw brought in an overnight average of 2.054 viewers. What I mean by 2.054, I mean millions of viewers with a .58 in the 1849 graphic. Now, this was a good showing, very, very good showing for Labor Day. Now, August the 29th episode of Monday Night Raw brought in an overnight average of I'm trying to remember offhand what number did they bring in that day. I'm trying to think. I'm trying to see if I remember. Hold on, Mike. Give me some time, guys. I'm trying to think. What number did they bring in? Oh, that's right. They brought in 2,107,000 viewers with a 0.59 in the 1849 demographic. And it came right up in my head. I knew. That's why I had to give myself 3 minutes to free it. It took me 3 seconds legitimately to figure out what the number was. I'm not kidding. Now, apparently, August the 22nd episode of Monday Night Raw brought in a viewership of 2,005,000 with a 0.55 and 1849 demographic. August the 15th episode of Monday Night Raw brought in an overnight average of 1.978 million viewers with a 0.53 and 1849 demographic. This was a plus 1% increase from the previous week. August the 8th episode of WWE Monday Night Raw brought in 1.956 million viewers with a 0.54 and 1849 demographic. August 1st episode of Monday Night Raw brought in an overnight average of 2.23 million viewers with a 0.61 and 1849 demographic. I guess we will all have to see how WWE scores in the months to come. I will keep an eye on this for you guys. I'll let you know the viewership for next week's Monday Night Raw. And of course, I always keep you up to date on the WWE and AEW news. That explains why I've been doing these WWE and AEW news live streams every week. Now, there's some news there's some AEW news on Jim Ross, but we're gonna go over that whenever we get to the AEW Wednesday afternoon news. So right now, I want to go over an important news article on Cora Jade. So apparently, Cora Jade revealed past thoughts of taking her own life during World Mental Health Day. Poor Cora Jade, man. I've been through that twice in my life. Cora Jade has been one of the biggest up-and-coming stars in NXT. She has been a mainstay on the roster and is one of the biggest heels in the women's division. That being said, things weren't always easy for her in life. While Cora Jade may look calm and composed on screen, she revealed on World Mental Health Day that she attempted suicide 2 years ago. She also advised people to seek help when needed. 2 years ago, it says here, and I quote from Cora Jade, "I didn't even want to be alive anymore. It gets better, and getting help doesn't necessarily make you weak. Keep going," end quote. That is what Cora Jade said. Now, I'm assuming she said this on Twitter as well. To this, former SmackDown Women's Champion commented by saying she's happy Cora Jade is still here. This was breaking her on-screen character a bit. It was well worth it. Now, who that former SmackDown Women's Champion could be that said that? I think it was either Bayley or Ronda. It says here, and I quote, "I'm happy still here. It's nice to see someone like Bayley break character support a fellow wrestler." See, I knew it. IWN right. I was right. It was Bayley. I said it was either Bayley or Ronda Rousey. It was Bayley that said it. I was right, man. So it also shows how united the wrestling community is. If you are someone you may know may be struggling with suicidal thoughts, you can call the U.S. National Suicide Prevention Lifeline at 8273. Talk. 8255. That's what it says. So, guys, I struggled with that many times. I know. I struggled with that many times when I was home by myself. There was a lot of times where I wanted to kill myself because people didn't really give a shit about me anymore. I felt like nobody cared about me. I felt like nobody at my job cared about me. I felt like nobody on social media cared about me. I felt like nobody that I went to school with cared about me. I even felt like my own parents didn't care about me. Because a lot of people were spewing negativity towards me as if they don't give a shit, as if they hope something bad, something horrible happens to me. Which is what led to me doing those things so many times. People gotta be careful with what they say to the wrong person, because they could commit suicide right in front of you, saying the negative things you say to them. All I can say is, if you think about committing suicide, please, folks, I don't condone you in doing it. I advise you not to do it. I advise you to call the U.S. National Security Prevention Lifeline. If you're really thinking about doing it for real, in real life, like if you doing it and joking around, that's not something you should joke around about. If you're really thinking about doing it, you need to call the U.S. National Suicide Prevention Lifeline. Because they can talk to you, they can help you, they can make your day better and shit. If you're thinking about doing it, get someone else to make your day better. Males, guys, you guys out there, listen. If you think about committing suicide, get a woman to make your day better. If you ever feel alone, if you ever feel upset, get a woman. Don't get a guy. Get a female to make your day better. Fuck these other guys out here. Get a female to make your day better. Females will make guys' day better. I wish I had a female to make my day better right now, to be honest. They drew about it. I wish I had a girlfriend to make my day better right now. Been searching all over the internet for one. Still can't hardly find one these days. I need one in my life, I tell you. All the deaths in my family, I need a girlfriend in my darn life. Don't be surprised if I end up losing my grandmother and my mother, man. I would not be surprised at all. I know I'd be crying. That's one thing I'll be doing. You know, I feel it for Cora Jade, man. I understand. I've been in her boots, man. I've been in her shoes. I understand what it's like to try to attempt to commit suicide, because I've done it many times before. It's not fun. It's not something anybody should do. You should get help if you think about doing that, for real. What's y'all's take on Cora Jade's review? Let me know. So there's some news on WWE's final decision about Bray Wyatt's roster placement. Bray Wyatt is one of the greatest creative minds in all of WWE. I've said this on my Extreme Rules review. Somebody commented and said, a letdown? I told him to go check out my Extreme Rules review. Apparently he checked it out and did not reply back to me. So I guess apparently he realized that I was a fan of Bray Wyatt. I was. The reason why I said it was a letdown because I thought he was going to come out the Fiend character again. But he didn't. I mean, it wasn't a letdown that he returned. It was just a letdown that he didn't come back with his Fiend character. That's why I said it was a letdown. That's why. His return's not a letdown. His turn is great. WWE needs Bray Wyatt. WWE does not need Brock Lesnar, Ronda Rousey, or Lacey Evans. They need talents like Bray Wyatt, Bronson Reed, and Tommaso Ciampa, and Johnny Gargano. And even just like LA Knight, that's the talents that's the young talents that WWE needs. They don't need all these Attitude Era talents, man. Get Ronda Rousey off TV, get Brock Lesnar off TV, and certainly get Lacey Evans off of television. She's already dealing with enough stuff as it is now. She has a husband, she has 2 kids. Why would you want Lacey Evans to be in the WWE when she has 2 kids and a husband? She probably has a darn job outside of the WWE. All WWE and Paul Levesque has to do is release Lacey Evans from WWE and let her stick to her regular job that she's working at outside of WWE. That's all they have to do. Not that hard. Plus, she's awful in the ring. Her gimmick is terrible. I don't know why you would sign somebody to a WWE like that to an NXT or a WWE contract. I don't understand that. So it says here that Bray Wyatt returned to WWE at Extreme Rules. And 2 days later on Raw, they aired another set of magnets. The Eater of World is set to appear on SmackDown this week as well. No, I didn't speak Spanish. If I was, I'd be like, Yo, Mico! ¿Cómo estás, amigo? No, I'm not speaking Spanish. It appears that he will stay there, which the brand I'm referring to is SmackDown. PW Insider reports that Bray Wyatt was assigned to the SmackDown brand. Bray Wyatt has been on both brands in the past, even coming from the early days of NXT, but SmackDown does seem to be where he thrives. It says here, and I quote, PW Insider reports that Wyatt is only slated for an appearance on the SmackDown brand. That can always change, but for now, he has been assigned to the Blue brand. End quote. This is a guy that is going to enhance and elevate the SmackDown men's division in a good way. This is a good get for Fox, and Bray Wyatt's return was a long time coming. As Ringside News, my sources exclusively reported, his comeback was in the pipeline prior to Vince McMahon's retirement. So let's see what's next for Bray Wyatt and his Wyatt 6 character gimmick. Only time will tell who is under those masks. And one of them, 100% be Bo Dallas. And the other could be Joe Gacy. And the rest could be the Grizzled Young Veterans and probably pretty much it. Because we know Parker Boudreaux is not going back to WWE. Triple H might bring back Parker Boudreaux. I don't know. He should. What is y'all's take on this story? Let me know. Alright, so we got some news on WWE NXT Star set to appear on Friday Night SmackDown this week. So apparently that NXT Star that's set to appear on SmackDown this week happens to be none other than Roxanne Perez. It says here that Roxanne Perez was moments away from winning the NXT Women's Championship from Mandy Rose, until Cora Jade cost her in the match. During a previous episode of NXT, Roxanne Perez looks to even the odds by bringing a little help from WWE SmackDown this week. Cora Jade was interviewed by Mackenzie Mitchell backstage on NXT last night. Cora Jade berated Roxanne Perez by saying she has no friends in the WWE. Mackenzie Mitchell told her that a lot of female stars have asked Roxanne Perez to pick her against Cora Jade. For those not in the know, Cora Jade and Roxanne Perez will pick each other's opponents before the two finally collide in a Weapons Wild match at Halloween Havoc next Saturday. Roxanne Perez will be on SmackDown, and she just might have something in store for Cora Jade. Later on, Cora Jade said she is going to roll for her pick, as she name-dropped Rhea Ripley. The October the 14th, 2022 edition of SmackDown will emanate from the Smooth King Center in New Orleans. In New Orleans, LA. The show will feature the return of Bray Wyatt, Sense Extreme Rules, and much more. So the card will be Bray Wyatt's return, LA Knight versus Messoir, Kofi Kingston versus Sami Zayn. That is the current card for SmackDown. And Roxanne Perez appearing on SmackDown. That's the card for SmackDown. So I'm going to have SmackDown watch along scheduled probably by after I do the Dynamite review. Either my SmackDown watch along is going to be scheduled after the AEW Dynamite review or before I go to work, which will be tomorrow. I'm sick of coming to work. I'm sick of working, and I'm ready for next year to get. I'm ready for next year to get here already, so I can quit. I loved my job at first. I loved my job for 4 years, and now, 4 years later, I'm not loving it so much. 3-4 years later, I'm not loving it so much now. The people there have changed. The shit has changed there where I work at, and I don't like some of the changes. I just don't. I'm sorry. Rest assured, I do like my employees that I'm working with, though. Especially the ones I really like. The ones that I really like, anyway. It's only a matter of time before I quit my job, man. Before I finally quit. I'm about this close to quitting. I am. Legitimately. But anyways. What's y'all's take on this story? Roxanne Perez set to appear on SmackDown this week. Let me know. So apparently, there's some news on WWE adding NXT Women's Title and more matches to Halloween Havoc. I gotta update my NXT Halloween Havoc watch along. Update the card on it. So apparently, WWE will return to the Performance Center in Orlando, Florida, on October the 22nd. For the third annual NXT Halloween Havoc Premium Live event. My Halloween Havoc's launch along is scheduled, so it's been up there for quite a long time now. Go give it a thumbs up, I really appreciate it. The company made several additions to the card during NXT last night. Nathan Frazier punched his ticket to the Fatal 4-Way ladder match for the vacant North American Championship at Halloween Havoc by besting Exam. In an incredible match on NXT. Plus, Apollo Crews will take on Grayson Waller in singles action. Grayson Waller has previously stated that he doesn't like Apollo Crews coming to NXT, and he is tired of the main roster stars chasing his clout. NXT Women's Champion Mandy Rose will put her title on the line against Alba Ray as well. Mandy Rose was absent from the live edition of NXT, but WWE brought in Sonya Deville from the main roster to continue Mandy Rose's storyline with Alba Ray. So the card for NXT Halloween Havoc, we got Braun Breaker defending his NXT Championship against Ilja Dragunov and JD McDonough. We got Mandy Rose versus Alba Ray for the NXT Women's Championship. So this is the NXT Women's Championship match, basically. Then we got Carmella Hayes versus Oro Mensah. Oro Mensah versus Wesley versus Von Wagner versus Nathan Frazier. The ladder match for the vacant NXT North American Championship. And we got Roxanne Perez versus Cora Jade in a Weapons Wild match. Julius Creed versus Damon Kemp in an ambulance match. If Julius Creed loses, Brodus Creed will have to leave NXT and I guess get called up to the main roster. Then we have Apollo Crews versus Grayson Waller. That is the card for NXT Halloween Havoc so far. Now, take the card. Let's see. Let me know y'all's take on this story. Now, apparently, WWE adds a NXT Women's title match and more to NXT Halloween Havoc. And my music is off again. How many times is it going to be doing this? I don't know how many times. My music is off again on the laptop, but not on the phone. And on top of that, my Wi-Fi is being stupid. Great. Awesome. Anyways. God, this Wi-Fi is so trash. So, apparently there's news on Cora Jade set to appear on Monday Night Raw next week. It says here that Cora Jade and Roxanne Perez are involved in a bitter rivalry that started after Cora Jade cost Roxanne Perez the NXT Women's Championship match against Mandy Rose. Now, Cora Jade wants to go to Raw and choose an opponent for Roxanne Perez. I think her opponent should be Bayley. If you ask, Bayley and Cora Jade seem to be allies and friends. As announced during a previous episode of NXT, Cora Jade and Roxanne Perez will pick opponents for each other from the main roster. Mackenzie Mitchell revealed on NXT that Roxanne Perez will be headed to SmackDown this week to pick Cora Jade's opponent. Cora Jade's opponent could be none other than Liv Morgan, because after all, Liv Morgan did lose to Ronda Rousey. Or it could very well be Shayna Baszler. Who knows? You never know. Cora Jade and Contrast will be on Raw next week to pick an opponent for Roxanne Perez. The two will face against each other. They will face against the opponents of each other's choosing next Tuesday night on NXT. And that will be their final test before they beat one-on-one at Halloween Havoc next Saturday. The October 17th, 2022 episode of Raw takes place at the Paycom Center in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. The card announced so far for Monday Night Raw is Cora Jade appearing, Elias returning, Dexter Lumis versus The Miz. That's the card for Monday Night Raw. Sounds to me like Monday Night Raw is not going to be all that good. I'm going to review Monday Night Raw anyway. With Cora Jade on it, Monday Night Raw is going to somewhat be good. It's not going to be that good, though, because Miz is on it. Now, apparently, there's news on WWE booking Sonya Deville match and more for NXT next week. Sonya Deville made her shocking return to NXT last night and took out Alba Frey. Sonya Deville made it clear that she has Mandy Rose's back against her NXT Halloween Havoc opponent. Sonya Deville challenged Alba Frey to a match next week on NXT. For those who didn't catch up, Sonya Deville, a Toxic Attraction, gave a Shield-like powerbomb to Alba Frey through the table. I bet Roman Reigns, Dean Ambrose, and Seth Rollins got smiles on their face after seeing that from Toxic Attraction and Sonya Deville. Plus, Channing Stacks, Lorenzo will face the opponent of the Tony D'Angelo's choosing next week on NXT. Now, went from Roxanne Perez and Cora Jade choosing their opponents to Tony D'Angelo choosing his opponents. Tony D'Angelo and Stacks Lorenzo had a backstage segment on NXT. Tony D'Angelo is currently out of action due to an injury he suffered during a previous taping of NXT. Cora Jade and Roxanne Perez will wrestle on NXT next week as well. The two young stars will take on the opponents of each other's choosing. Roxanne Perez will pick Cora Jade's opponent from SmackDown this week. Cora Jade, in contrast, will be on Raw next week to even the odds. We got Alba Frey versus Sonya Deville, Cora Jade versus a mystery opponent, Roxanne Perez versus mystery opponent, and Fanny Lorenzo versus a mystery opponent. That's what we got for NXT. That's the card. So I guess all those matches are going to be addressed next week on NXT. So apparently, Ronda Drowsy. Yeah, she's still Ronda Drowsy. She still is. JD's right. She's still Ronda Drowsy. Even when she's a heel, she's still going to be Ronda Drowsy. So it says here that Ronda Drowsy. I love saying that shit. I like the way JD says it, though. He says it better, though. Ronda Drowsy is probably the most well-known name to make her way from the world of combat sports to professional wrestling. She continues to hone her craft and is now more comfortable in her current role as well. Since losing the SmackDown Women's Championship to Liv Morgan, Ronda Rousey has been embroiled in a bitter feud with Morgan. Fans also became tired of Liv Morgan by that time. I mean, she's not getting better. I mean, she has to get better for fans to cheer for her, for fans to get her over. At Extreme Rules, Ronda Rousey challenged Liv Morgan for the SmackDown Women's Champion in an Extreme Rules match. When all was said and done, Rousey defeated Morgan to become the new champion. I am silly as hell, man. Don't pay no attention to me. However, the match was widely panned for a variety of reasons. While speaking on his Jim Cornette Experience podcast, Jim Cornette criticized the match for not being authentic, among other things. It says here, and I quote, so the babyfaces in this equation is trying to use a baseball bat against the heel, but the heel keeps taking it away from her and throwing it away. Well, God, I want to take drugs. How about a new drug? One that won't make me watch wrestling. Co-host Brian Last asks, which drug is that? Whatever drugs these people are fucking taking. He goes on to say, Jim Cornette goes on to say that, but Liv Morgan rolls in the ring after getting hit with a bat 6 times. So she got hit with a bat 6 times. Then he continues to say, starts a comeback. Then Liv Morgan gets the bat and hits Ronda Rousey with it 9 times. A 120-pound blonde Barbie just hit Ronda Rousey 9 times with a baseball bat, end quote. Rousey is also a proper heel in WWE. Yeah, right. Give me a break. She could barely even wrestle as a babyface. She could barely even cut a promo as a babyface. What makes you think she's gonna wrestle and cut a promo as a heel? What makes you think she's legitimately going to cut a good promo as a heel? What makes you think she's gonna do good in the freaking ring? Come on. You serious? Give me a break. This crap. We'll just have to wait and see just how Ronda Rousey is booked as the SmackDown Women's Champion. Perhaps she will have a proper ring this time around. What is y'all's take on Ronda Rousey's Extreme Rules win? Let me know in the comments. So there's some news on Johnny Gargano. So apparently, Johnny Gargano admits he's not at the top of his game yet after WWE return. I honestly believe he already is. I mean, he's doing great things on Monday Night Raw. I mean, he's currently feuding with his former ally, Austin Theory. One of the best feuds on Monday Night Raw right now. Currently. Matt Riddle and Seth Rollins, another one of the best feuds on Monday Night Raw. Johnny Gargano was considered the heat. He was considered the heart and soul of NXT by many fans due to his excellent feuds with the likes of Tommaso Ciampa, Adam Cole, and more. His excellent matches and in-ring skills propelled him to the top of the NXT men's division. Gargano left WWE last year, and fans were very sad about the fact. After his exit, fans wondered what the future held for him. What the future holds for him, basically. Their questions were answered after Gargano came back to WWE. The former NXT champion squared off against Austin Theory on this week's episode of Monday Night Raw. He also managed to defeat his former protege as well. Gargano took Twitter and reflected on his return, as he admitted that he is not at the top of his game just yet. This is what he had to say. He said, and I quote, "I feel like I'm slowly getting my growth back, but I'm not truly at the top of my game just yet. But if you're new to my work or have supported me from the day one, this is just a quick shout to all of you that have my back out there. I hear you. Truly grateful for you all." End quote. So let's see what the company has in store for Gargano in the coming weeks. Fans are simply happy that he is back to WWE for good now. There's some news on Mia Yim. So apparently Mia Yim sends public message amid WWE rumors. And then there's also some news on Dakota Kai. She finally explains why she rightfully took her time following her WWE release. We're gonna go over the news on Mia Yim first. So apparently Mia Yim had a bright future ahead of WWE, as she had a solid run in NXT. Unfortunately for her, it was all derailed after she was called up to the main roster. She was eventually released. She was eventually wasted, buried, and kept as tight as catering until she got released from the company. After the company had nothing for her following Retribution split. Yeah, she was legitimately wasted and buried, kept in tight as catering, and then got released. For absolutely no reason. Oh, because they had no other plans for Mia Yim in the WWE, right? They released her husband because he was overweight. Legitimately released her husband because he was overweight. You serious? Same thing that happened to Bray Wyatt and Bronson Reed. Following a disastrous and forgettable run on the WWE main roster, Mia Yim was released by the company on November 4th of last year. She took a break and then went back to the indie scene in order to regain her confidence as a professional wrestler. Mia Yim then went back home to Impact. I don't even want to say the word. One of the worst wrestling promotions in professional wrestling. Impact. Impact sucks. Impact sucks. That's all I'm going to say. Impact sucks. As she returned earlier this year, she is also officially done with Impact Wrestling. And since then, I'm glad she's done with Impact. Impact barely has any crowd in the arena. There's barely anybody watching Impact. Impact, as of late, has produced some of the worst shows on their brand. I should say most of the worst shows. Nobody cares about Impact. Nobody's a fan of Impact at all. There's only legitimately 7 people watching Impact. Literally. Mia Yim went back to Impact Wrestling, and she returned earlier this year. She is also officially done with Impact since then. Fans believe Yim will return to WWE. While speaking to her Instagram account and uploaded a post where she issued a statement on her departure from Impact Wrestling Impact sucks. Impact is terrible. Nobody gives a shit about Impact. I'm tired of seeing the word Impact on their articles every week, man. It says here, and I quote, "Thank you, Impact Wrestling, Gail Kim, Scott DeMar. You believe in me when I didn't believe myself and gave me that passion again. It has been a true privilege being a part of the locker room and working with everyone. I will support and root for everyone's success. Impact Wrestling will forever hold a special spot in my heart. This isn't goodbye. Love you all." Oh, but it's goodbye. And she don't need to be on Impact. Impact did not use Mia Yim right at all. They're not even using Deonna Purrazzo or Chelsea Green right on television. We'll have to wait and see what Mia Yim will do next. Both AEW and WWE are valuable options for her, and she will find success in either promotion. Mia Yim is going to AEW. That's all I'm going to say. Her husband's there. Since her husband's there, she's going to go there. It only makes sense. You can't have husband and wife on the same brand. You just can't. I'm sorry. Mia is going to be All Elite. Very, very soon. Another woman added to the AEW Women's roster. And that's going to be another woman that is going to revolutionize, is going to elevate that women's division. So there's news on Dakota Kai explaining why she took her time following WWE release. Dakota Kai was a mainstay on NXT for 30 years, but no. Now, instead, I'm going to say 4 years. She was a mainstay on NXT for years, and then she was released back in April. Like all talents in NXT, she had a 30-day no-compete clause. There were concerns about why she didn't make her next move sooner. When that clown that JD doesn't like, that clown that I certainly don't like either. I'm sure JD's not gonna be surprised when I say his name. I'm sure his fan base and everybody else in the community is not gonna be surprised when I say his name. Legitimately. When legitimately that what? That's stupid. Ryan Satin on Out of Character. Kai explained why she took her time in making a decision. Apparently, she was taking it easy. It took her time for the next move in her career. It says here, and I quote, "That was always in the back of my mind. Should I not be hitting the ground running in terms of doing indie promotions? And things like that, I just don't have it in me to rush in after the 30 days were up and be like, boom, boom, obviously. There were talks that were happening, but I think it worked out a lot better for me than I did." She went on to say, "I focused on streaming and something that was more relaxing and something that I love. It all worked out great, and I came back into the company refreshed and with a nice outlook on everything that happened instead of trying to be like, I have to do this, and this. Obviously, that's good. But for me, personally, I wanted to step back and look at everything. Reasons and make sure that it's not even about the booking. I wanted to make sure in my own mind, I wasn't going into things just because I was like, I have to capitalize on this. And after 30 days, I have to do this, and this. It was definitely a priority for me to worry about myself and how I was feeling," she said. End quote. Kai's return to WWE came after Triple H took over creative and talent relations in the company. She was active on Twitch during her time away, but never jumped to AEW or Impact. Nobody gets it. No, I'm not gonna say it. But nobody's watching Impact. Seriously, Impact Wrestling, as some fans expected. Dakota Kai is currently in the faction Damage Control with Bayley and Io Scott, and she's women's tag team champions with the later. So let's see what's next for her and Scott, which is obviously giving them proper attention. What do you guys think of all this? Let me know. All right. Moving on to the last WWE Wednesday afternoon news. There is some news on WWE planning to continue featuring Raw and SmackDown talents on NXT. Now, WWE tapes matches for their main event show before Raw every week. The company, as if anybody's watching main event, I mean, give me a break, come on. Main event sucks every week. It's enough that they didn't have enough cruiserweights on 205 Live. They didn't have any cruiserweights, so much so that they had to shut down 205 Live because nobody wasn't watching it because it was boring. The company taped several matches for the show before Raw in Brooklyn. As well, the main event card featured several names from NXT. You're in luck if you've been enjoying seeing Raw and SmackDown stars on NXT. After the minimal revamp that we've seen on WWE's Tuesday night show, Fightful Select reports that the NXT brand will still feature talent from both Raw and SmackDown. Why? I don't know. Don't ask me. Why don't you go up there and ask WWE, Triple H, and creative? The Brawling Brutes, Finn Balor, Nikki Ash, Nikki T-R-A-S-H, Nikki Trash, Doudrop, and a number of other wrestlers who have appeared on the platform. NXT has bona fide from the crossover in many different ways. One source reportedly noted that the recent rise in steady viewership over the last few months, another emphasized that new talent, many asses, the people they work with, and determine how well prepared they are for Raw and SmackDown, in addition to the experience aspect of assisting with the roster. It says here, and I quote, the crossover between Raw and SmackDown talent on the NXT brand is set to continue, even after the slight rebrand that we've seen on I was going to say NXT, god damn it. On WWE's Tuesday night show. No, Tuesday night show is known as NXT, so still right. I'm still right, man. We've seen the Brawling Brutes, Finn Balor. What? Oh! What's that woman's name? What is that Scottish female talent name? Oh, that's right. Nikki Trash. Doudrop and several others make appearances on the brand, end quote. For this week's main event tapings, WWE brought in Carmelo Hayes and Von Wagner from NXT. Hayes squared off against Cedric Alexander in the Dark match before Raw this Monday night. What is y'all's take on the story? Let me know. Now that we have ended here with the WWE Wednesday afternoon news, now it's time for me to give you guys your WWE. No, I'm just joking. Nah, in actuality, for real. Now it's time for me to give you guys your AEW Wednesday afternoon news. We've went over the WWE Wednesday afternoon news. Now we're going over the AEW Wednesday afternoon news. We're going to start with the news on Eric Bischoff. So, some of you are not going to take this lightly on what Eric Bischoff said, and some of you are. So, apparently, this is what Eric Bischoff said. So, apparently, this is what it says here. As soon as I fucking pull it up. Okay, yeah, there it is. Apparently, Eric Bischoff believes AEW All Out Brawl will have severe repercussions. Now, I agree with him. Don't get me wrong. Even though a lot of people in the community have told me how much of a scumbag Eric Bischoff is. I mean, he's not that much of a scumbag. I mean, he kind of is, but not that much. The AEW All Out Media Scrum ended in complete and utter disaster after CM Punk went on a scathing rant on Colt Cabana, Adam Page, and the Young Bucks. Say it! Preach, Ringside News! Preach! I know, man. The shit sucked. It sucked so bad. They were... Let me tell you guys something. See, I've said this ever since that AEW Dark watch along that I was live with last month. CM Punk, Kenny Omega, and the Young Bucks, and they still were fighting like a bunch of 12, 14-year-old virgins, man. Literally. Legitimately. Punk was involved in a backstage brawl where he fought with the Young Bucks and Kenny Omega. As previously reported, the AEW has suspended everyone involved in the brawl. It has been over a month since the brawl. Time flies by, doesn't it? But people are still talking about it. In fact, there will be future repercussions. There will be future ramifications because of this. While speaking to 83 Weeks, Eric Bischoff spoke on all the recent internal struggles with AEW currently. He added that the brawl will have further ramifications for the company. Says here, and I quote, I think things have become a little bit more tense in AEW in a very short period of time. I think the level of physicality and the issues involved and the impact that it has had stripping CM Punk of the world title. You got the Young Bucks and Kenny Omega sitting on the sidelines. That's a pretty significant impact. He goes on to say, I think probably the legal action implications have a lot to do with that because it's a very, I would imagine, complex legal situation that AEW is facing as a result of that. The stakes are very high. How much are they going to pay CM Punk to walk away? It's a lot of chaos in a short period of time, that's for sure. End quote. MJF also believes that AEW All Out Brawl has become less interesting. So I have to wait and see what kind of changes the company will see as a result of the brawl in the end. Heck, they've already been making countless of changes, in my eyes, since the end of that brawl. Y'all's take on this story. Get your mind out of the gutter, you geeks. I'm not talking about women's brawl. Get your mind out of the gutter, man. There's some news on Warner Bros. Discovery reportedly being happy with AEW's huge numbers. Rightfully so. AEW's doing great so far. I mean, even though their AEW Dark and Elevation shows have been complete trash as of late. It says here that AEW currently has a deal with Warner Bros. Discovery, which brings in $44 million a year for the campaign. Weekly ratings suggest that AEW's next contract will see a solid increase, although returns have been raised by Discovery's recent cost cutting. Oh my, interesting. Notably, with original scripted content, Warner Bros. Discovery recently revealed their happiness with AEW during huge numbers. Kathleen Finch, Chair and Chief Content Officer of Warner Bros. Discovery U.S. Networks Group, recently spoke with The Hollywood Reporter. The different Warner Bros. Discovery networks have been subject to numerous reports this year concerning cost cutting. Some people have questioned what this all means for AEW. Finch expressed satisfaction with AEW's audience figures throughout the interview. Recent press releases from Warner Bros. Discovery support that on Wednesday nights, AEW typically tops all other shows in the major demos. According to Finch, they are considering including additional wrestling-related content. It says here, and I quote, "We really play in the sports space. One of the things that we're doing around sports is creating shoulder programming to hold on to those fans. Elite Wrestling pulls huge numbers, so we are working with the wrestling team to figure out what kind of new content can we build that's not in a wrestling ring." And quote. So that is what they said. That is what they said. So the aforementioned comment out to clear up any ambiguous regarding affiliation between Warner Bros. Discovery and AEW. The only issue is now the rights fees. The right fees will be structured when it comes time to bargain for a new agreement. And there is also some news on Warner Bros. Working on AEW outside the ring content. There's also news on that. The performance of AEW continues to please Warner Bros. Discovery since their merger in April. AEW and Warner Bros. Discovery have demonstrated a lot of synergy with several AEW events sporting WBD show branding. WBD, it stands for Warner Bros. Discovery, frequently mentions AEW ratings and press releases as well. There have been a lot of reports this year about cost cutting across the various Warner Bros. Discovery networks, and some have asked what this all means for AEW. The Hollywood Reporter recently scheduled an interview with Kathleen Finch, Warner Bros. Discovery US Networks Group Chair and Chief Content Officer. The outlet spoke with Kathleen, Chair and Chief Content Officer of Warner Bros. Discovery US Networks Group, on how TNT and TBS can keep a male audience from night to night. The outlet asked Finch, is audience the only difference between different networks? She responded by saying this, and I quote, "Brands like TNT and TBS aren't one thing, at least the way that HGTV, ID, and TLC are. They are many things. Sports, comedy, drama, movies. What they have in common is incredibly loyal. Male schooling audience, and by that, I mean 55% male, not 85%. So what can we create on both of those networks that will keep those men coming back night to night, just the way they do on Discovery or Food Network? How can we pull the viewers from Monday to Tuesday to Wednesday to Thursday with a more defined brand lens? Book better matches, produce better shows, write better storylines. That's how they can improve the shows. Make sure you have a solid roster. Make sure you have people that get along with other people. That too. We want to see talents get along with every single talent. We don't want to have a talent on the roster where they say, "Oh, I don't get along with this person. I don't get along with that person." Come on. You really think Tony Khan's going to put up with that? No. So Kathleen Finch continued to say, "We really play in the sports space. One of the things that we're doing around sports is creating shoulder programming to hold on to those fans. AEW Elite Wrestling pulls huge numbers. So we are working with the wrestling team to figure out what kind of new content can we build that's not in a wrestling ring." I've read this already. End quote. Finch expressed satisfaction on AEW's audience figures throughout the interview. Recent press releases released by Warner Bros. Discovery support that. Now, AEW typically tops all other shows and the major demos. The aforementioned comment out to clear up any whatever regarding the affiliation between Warner Bros. And AEW. I've already read this, guys. I'm not going to read the rest of it because I already read it. I just realized that. So the last news we have for the day is on Wardlow. So apparently, WWE is calling for Wardlow to join their company as quick as possible. That's what I'm guessing. It says here that Wardlow is defiantly one of the more popular homegrown stars in AEW today, with him being the current TNT champion. And on Dynamite regularly, it is likely he will be a world champion one day. Mr. Mayhem has been on a roll for the past several months and even became the TNT champion after defeating Scorpio Sky. Since then, he has been unstoppable as the champion. However, fans have noticed how he has not been booked as well as he should have in the past couple of months. Now, while speaking on the Jim Cornette Experience podcast, Jim Cornette talked about Wardlow's plight in AEW and stated that he believes WWE should sign him as soon as possible. It says here, and I quote, this is what Jim Cornette said, guys. He says here, and I quote, that I can tell you in a heartbeat, Wardlow, you wouldn't like living in Connecticut, where you don't have to work in the office. You can live anywhere in the country. You can live anywhere in the country you want and work for the WWE. And Wardlow's goal, especially with what's been done to him over the last 3 months, should be to get the fuck to the WWE as quick as possible. And he went on to say he has the size, he has the look, he can talk enough now that he'll get better. And that is a tailor-made place for them to get him over if they were interested. End quote. He also defeated Brian Cage in a solid match last week on AEW Dynamite. And speaking of Dynamite, I'll be live my Dynamite watch-along and review. So be sure you tune in for those. We will have to wait and see how Wardlow will be booked in the coming months. And I will have your WWE AEW Wednesday night news delivered to you guys after the Dynamite review tonight. Just want to throw that out there too. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm getting out of here. That's it. That's all. That's all for your WWE and AEW Wednesday afternoon news. I'm getting ready to go ahead and start on my AEW Dynamite thumbnail, which is not going to take long. It's going to only take a few minutes, and then I got to put in everything I need to put in the description for the watch along, and then I need to start on the AEW Dynamite thumbnail background for the review. So I'm getting out of here. Hassan, you better be here tonight. I need my moderators here tonight. I hope Stone Cold can show up. We'll be able to show up, man, tonight. You guys are the only moderators I have. If anybody wants to be my third moderator, please let me know. If anybody wants to be my last moderator, let me know, please. I really appreciate it. My Dynamite watch along and review will be live tonight. SmackDown Thursday. My WWE and AEW. My WWE and AEW Thursday afternoon news live stream will be live before work. And then Friday, my Friday Night SmackDown watch along will be live. So again, my AEW Dynamite watch along and review will be live tonight. Thursday, my AEW Thursday afternoon news will be live. I'll probably only have a little bit of Thursday AEW news, not much. And then I'll be live with I can't even talk. Then I'll be live with my Friday Night SmackDown watch along. You'll notice the change to my hair because I'm getting a haircut this week. Might, I don't know. If it don't fucking rain outside. Excuse my language. And I'm going to be live with your WWE Saturday news live stream. When I mean by WWE Saturday news live stream, I mean WWE AEW Saturday news live stream. That's what I mean. So that'll be live this Saturday night, and then your WWE AEW Sunday night news live stream will be live. So there's going to be a lot of WWE AEW live streams this weekend. I love keeping you guys up to date on the WWE AEW news. I do. It's very important for WWE fans like me and everybody else in the IWC community and the wrestling YouTube community to know their WWE and AEW news. It's important for everybody to most importantly know what is going on within the world of professional wrestling. Thank you to everybody. I'm stuttering like Steve Urkel. Thank you to everybody for joining me for my AEW Dark live stream watch along. I'm actually getting the heck out of here for real this time. So, have yourselves a good rest of your Wednesday, and I will see you guys in the live chat for AEW Dynamite. And I want the biggest audience in the live chat for Dynamite too. Peace. I'm getting out of here. Stay safe always. See you guys in the live chat for Dynamite watch along, and see you guys in the live chat for your Dynamite review as well.